Hey.
Yo, it's Friday, my favorite day.
Ain't it?
Cause I pick up my checks on Friday.
Oh, yes.
Think about it. Who the fuck is this? What? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning. Crack of dawning. Now I'm yawning. Wipe the coal out my eye. See who's this paging me and why? It's my nigga Pop from the barbershop. Told me he was in the gambling spot. Heard the intricate plot. Niggas wanna stick me like fly paper, neighbor. Slow down, love. Go, Claudia.
Remember them?
Poetess is not here. So
you read it like it's a Twitter.
Poetess
Read it. Go, Claudia, like it's a Twitter.
I fucked up, buddy. I lost my
Come on, Claudia.
I'm laughing.
I know the words.
Poetess.
I'm laughing because from here you guys are like 2 seconds off of the lyrics.
I know.
Even when you're here, we're 2 seconds off.
Thanks for saying that on the air in front of my listeners.
They know.
Like they don't notice.
We need to fix that so we don't sound so dumb.
We need to go ahead and get the rap that we all know. It's just hippity hop.
Yo, welcome once again to the
What's up?
Foxxhole.
What's
It's
up?
Friday.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Jamie Foxx, and in tribute to Jamie Foxx, I like to say, what's cracking? Other than the crack of your ass. Shout out to everybody. Yo, last weekend we was in Atlanta, GA. We got a chance to go down and see the Blaming Tour.
We did.
It's a whole TDP.
Wow.
Is it a whole different show?
He blew the trees off of it.
It's Louis thinks it's a different show than Vegas.
Man, that man, he's just got talent, man. It's just a bad
Yeah, it was
boy.
great. It was great. And when Jamie came in the room, he couldn't have picked a better time, first of all. But when he entered the room, we did the radio show. It's just the energy
at
that he
Asian
brings to the room.
restaurant.
Yo,
yes.
and shout out to the people in Atlanta that came out to see the Foxxhole,
Yes.
see our radio show. We appreciate the energy. We appreciate your love and support because there were some wild, crazy motherfuckers out there.
Shouts out to Sidney, the cameraman, and his wife.
Yeah. Hey, I got prepositioned by the lady in the front. You know, not so.
Oh, Mr. Stinky Leg?
Yeah, she told me. She said her and her girl want to come up to my room and say what's happening. I like.
They want to go half on a condom?
I said, but they wasn't attractive. I said, I got a domino terminal upstairs, bitch. I can't
Wow. You turned down
They
free,
weren't-
yeah?
it was a lot of fine women in Atlanta.
Did you get any numbers?
No, but you know
Did
what?
you get any ass?
No, it
Did
was
you get any
it-
penis? It was Gay Pride weekend.
Hey, listen, let's kill the.
Lovey shot you down?
Let's kill the penis stuff because that was a little. It was gay pride.
We went for a walk in the mall.
And it was it was too much.
TDP, Lou Dix, myself, and Poetess, we went for a walk in the mall, and we got to take in all the sights.
Too much.
And
gay
we
stuff.
actually seen one that looked just like Claudia.
Absolutely.
Claudia Jordan Jr.
He was about 6'5".
Yep. Had a little puppy.
A little puppy.
The
with
cold
same-
part, Claudia, he walked just like you too.
You've been studying.
Yeah.
Y'all got the
just-
same elbows.
Yeah, he had been watching. Yeah, he had.
Yeah, had the same shirt on, the same blouse.
Damn.
But only his back was out.
I mean, shit.
It was going
Hey,
down.
but it was a great time
Yes.
in Atlanta, man. And everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had a great time.
But I don't know. You think they got it? Did Poetess and Claudia get any groupies?
Oh, yeah, the guy that was
Yeah.
singing. Shouts out to Willie G, one of the singers.
Yeah,
of the
we
night.
did have the Foxxhole African American Idol, and Bosco won by
Yeah.
Bosco.
by
I still think
serenading Claudia.
I still think he's a male stripper. I done put some dollar bills in some thongs before. And he looks very familiar to me.
Well,
What
he
was
is
that?
from L.A., so you
Was the
might have
thong
seen him
or the,
around.
Shout out to the right track and Hollywood Men.
Hysterical.
Tigers on Washington.
Oh, that's a new one.
Hysterical.
So listen.
We'll have to hit that place up when you get back.
It was
hope-
closed down 20 years ago, not 10
I
years
hope
ago.
all the
God
gay
damn.
guys put their pride away for a while. 'Cause
Why?
it was too much pride out there.
Lunatics.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
absolutely funny though.
It was too much.
It was funny to see these cats, and I don't know if they dress like that on the regular, but
I think
No.
it's
quite sure they were celebrating their Gay Pride
Right.
Week, and they had costumes on.
They
you know.
Excuse me, does that dress come in pants?
Oh man, they have
Although their
boots.
pants come in a dress.
they stepped it up a lot, and there were some lady dudes in there as well. So.
Oh man,
When I was walking out after I left you guys, like these two truck driver looking chicks, like they looked really like strong and durable.
Uh-huh.
Hysterical.
She was like, "You fine as a motherfucker." I was like, and you know, I'm all tough on the radio, but then I was like, thank you. And I looked down, and
You
she,
dropped that deep voice
I
then,
know,
didn't you?
I know, I sound like real feminine.
Wow.
And then she was like, "No, for real though, I'm talking to you." And I was like,
How did that make you feel?
Yeah.
it
All
was-
the tough guy shit you
No,
talk.
it was funny. It's a compliment, you know. I got my two-step on. I got the fuck on. I don't, but, you know, hey, you know what? It's a compliment. You know, they said I was beautiful.
Right.
so-
Your gay side didn't get weakened?
Huh? Will you tell me? How did your gay side get in Atlanta?
Hey, man, it wasn't even touched. I left it in the room. Not that there is a gay side.
I'm saying that you even had your gay side with you.
That's what I was thinking.
I've never had a gay side.
Well, it was in his carry-on bag. So.
Hysterical.
But the bag was pink. We can do a quick roll call. Everybody know who's in the house. The beautiful, great set of teeth. I never noticed your teeth before.
When different lipstick colors make your teeth look brighter or yellower. So, ladies, if your
Hysterical.
teeth aren't really white, stay away from red. I'm gonna start giving my beauty tips like y'all said. So,
Yeah.
certain colors make your colors pop. So, if you have a brownish kind of base, your teeth look brighter. So, I have Anyways, Claudia Jordan's in the house. What's up, niggas?
What's up, Claudia?
Hey.
How did you like your Atlanta trip?
I had fun. I had a great time. The concert was amazing. And I love the setup. I was outside like that.
Oh, yeah.
And Jamie Foxx has really stepped it up. His dances were really off the chain. The two
Yes,
girls, they
yes,
really did their thing.
yeah.
And the show, you gotta go out there and see Jamie Foxx's show. So it was a great show. And I love doing the radio show with him again because we haven't had him in a while.
Right,
Great to
right.
have his energy.
Right.
And listen to his stories.
But he was ashing the motherfucker though, wasn't he?
What do you say, Lil Ashley?
Well, that's Speedy's using all the
I thought that
lotion
nigga
on
was
the tour.
I thought that nigga had on the baby powder sleeves on. I'm like, nigga, what's up with the baby powder?
But he didn't have his usual tight jacket. That's become his signature lately. He did not have a tight jacket in this particular.
Not in Atlanta. It wasn't the time they have anything tight.
DC
No,
this weekend, yeah.
You need all bag. I was dressed like Sinbad in that motherfucker.
That's hilarious.
Over here we got my main man, 10 grand.
TDP, Mr. Three Knox, baby.
How did you enjoy your Atlanta trip?
Man, it was wonderful, man. It was, man, the show was off the
You
chain.
did get missing Saturday night when we went to the club. You and Johnny Mack.
Hey, don't worry about my life, Claudia.
Yeah, okay.
Don't judge me, Claudia.
We were at Club Dreams. It was off the chain.
I had a little situation.
I
Yeah.
bet you did.
But I'll
situation.
talk about my situation later. But, you know,
Yeah.
I had two in the pot.
Antibiotics?
Yeah, I do carry antibiotics with me.
Is it tetracycline Thursdays for you?
Yeah, I did have to. I did, drop. I took the morning after pill, just in case.
Hilarious.
Something to sleep in. And she's not in the studio with us right now. She's all the way in New York, but she was so compelled to be a part of the show. My girl,
OG Poetess.
Smoke weed every day.
did you carry a stash with you, boy?
I had to, because New York, they don't have, their weed is boo-boo.
How did you get in through the airport? with all
Don't
the
you worry
security?
about that, baby.
It was under her
Don't
left
you?
Yeah, everything get lost. We can find Jimmy Huff under that motherfucker. Everything get left under the goddamn titties.
Tom Hanks couldn't find what he was looking for underneath there.
Damn, wow.
Yeah, you talk about. So, but Poetess, how was New York right now? Is it raining out
New
there?
York, the weather is nasty. It's raining, but it is 9/11 today. It's the 8th anniversary of 9/11, so a lot of people feel that the rain is appropriate for New York today.
We're going to get into that later. I don't know. How's that appropriate? We get into that later.
Okay.
And over here, we got my main man, 10 grand. It was great to see the nigga wilding out with bitches and hoes. And
Look how she's dressed. Oh, my God. Look how she's dressed.
Yeah. Lou Dix.
fish sticks.
Fish sticks
Hey,
in your
look.
mouth.
And
Oh,
Lou Dix,
I
you
like
can
that.
talk all that conservative shit you want, but I seen you. I know I could have said seen, but I said I seen you
That's a good word.
in Atlanta, nigga. You was doing your motherfucking thing.
Shouts out to Lovey.
And we ain't talking about Thurston Howell the Third's wife. Did you come up, Lou Dix?
No, I had a good time. It was a lot of nice, beautiful women there.
Did you
and-
come up?
No, I slept by myself. I had a good time. Nice rooms. The hotel was great.
Shout out to the
Great
Ritz-Carlton.
pillows, nice TV. So I spent a lot of time at nice health club. I worked out.
Impossible.
No, I did.
Did you find any women that was suitable for you? Because they're nice, as a gang of professional
Oh, it's
black
some fine
women.
women there. I mean, it was
Beautiful.
fine women there, man. But they were a lot of them were young. A lot of little young girls.
What happened
that
to your
think they're
kiwi,
old.
though?
My kiwi.
Yeah, what up to your kiwi?
My kiwi's straight.
Somebody else ate your fruit.
And plus me and Lewis had a chance to check out Mark Curry while we were out
Yeah,
there. We
that
went
was
to this
incredible.
little comedy spot in
And
Atlanta.
Mike
So you
Mark tore it up.
Lewis, you and Poetess went out on a date.
It was me, Poetess, TDP, and
You took the
Love
third
it.
wheel?
and
Love it.
yeah,
Love
yeah,
it.
yeah, and that other
No,
girl.
I was sitting with Lovey. Lewis hockey checked me out the way and sat by her.
No, don't
So I
even
kicked
try
it with
it. Don't even
Poetess.
try it. Love you.
Tell the truth, Lou.
No, you talking about that event planner girl that was with
What
us.
are they, Lovey? Right?
Oh, was she
don't remember
trying to?
her name.
Wasn't she trying to get with you, Lou?
No, I don't know what that. She was trying to get to Jamie.
You know
how
what
that
I
is.
think?
Foxx wasn't there.
I think she was actually trying to get with Johnny Mack, because when we were at the comedy place, she goes, where's the rest of the crew?
Hilarious.
Yeah, she talked about
What did
Johnny
she look
Mack a
like?
lot.
She was cute.
She was cute.
And y'all didn't throw it my way, nigga?
So when we were down in Atlanta, we were trying to get into the back gate while the VIPs go.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh God.
And security was tripping.
Man.
And I looked, and there was like a lot of rustling, bustling going on. And I'm like, is that my nigga? First name Johnny.
What?
Last name Mac.
Right.
Middle name motherfucker.
Right.
And this security guy was almost about to get beat by
Johnny motherfucking Mack. This
Yo.
nigga made me so
Yes.
mad.
Your
That
mouth
nigga
gonna
was
get you
about
in
to be
trouble, girl.
arrested.
Your mouth gonna get you in trouble, girl.
Sir, I need you to step back, sir. You've been drinking
They
tonight,
was so
sir. Step
rude
back.
to us. Security was off the chain down there.
You know, we go down there. I don't know what people think in other parts of the country, but you know Jamie Foxx ain't traveling by himself. We show our ideas from Los Angeles. So you might say, you know what? Maybe these niggas are with Jamie Foxx and his people. But we get down there, they made us get out the fucking van that we was driving in and had to walk in, and that was all cool. They made us wait to the side and wait to the side. So we had a young lady named Brandy who was handling the business. And the security dude just screamed on Brandy, says, "Don't let your mouth get you in something your ass can't get you out of." Now, what kind of nigga says that to a girl?
Why he's eating a bag of peanuts?
Well, yeah, Brandy's about 125 pounds, about 5'2".
No weapons, just a flashlight.
No weapon, you know,
no
unless you
weapon.
call a lack of perm a weapon.
Yeah, in a gap, in a gap tooth smile.
All right, hey,
She had that Miss Jane Pittman perm going.
Oh, you
Maybe that threw
guys
him
are
off.
fucked
Mouth like a shark.
up.
Hey, Brandy's here. Fight the
Oh,
element.
no, I'm talking to the security guy. I'm not talking about Brandy.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
And niggas can say what they want to say about me, but I refuse to let a man physically threaten a female. Because there was other dudes there. TDP was there. TDP about like 6'4". Lewis Dix is there. He's about 6'1". I'm standing there. Big Henry's there. He's about 6'5". You didn't get at none of the dudes.
Yeah.
You just get at the girl. A girl is about 5'2", 125 pounds. You want to physically threaten her.
Johnny
Back
Mack,
out.
he was going to have you arrested.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
They tried,
I
man.
did calm down when the cops came over and he said, "You've been drinking, huh?" Well, what do you mean by drinking, officer?
Yeah, sir. He's like, sir, you need to step back, sir. You've been drinking. You need to step
I
back.
was like, "Hold on, my man, you can't talk to me."
But shout out.
y'all do get a little. Y'all do have some short wicks. So
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It
I
don't
was standing
take much.
away.
It don't take much for y'all to want to like mob on someone. Actually, all of us. So.
But shout out to Pastor Henry Royal, our driver of the church van.
He's a pastor.
Hysterical.
Well, he drove our church van all.
true.
Yeah, we was in an old school church van, nigga.
I felt like we had
The
a
music
little.
was bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the
It
sheaves.
was like a ghetto field
Sponsored
trip,
by
bro.
Tambourine Records.
Oh man.
And then you guys missed the club, but the club was pretty. It was fun. It was like we had a little area, and then like everybody in there was taking pictures, and Ludacris was in there, and
I
What
couldn't
club?
make the club. I had a situation.
Oh,
Dreams.
Oh yeah, I went to Dreams. That's when the girl and her mama was dancing. I went to Dreams.
Yeah, it was the after party for Jamie's first night.
Oh, you mean Shane?
Well,
our
what
mother.
blew it for me, we went earlier at the OK Cafe, and it wasn't okay.
It was
Oh God,
Nigga, that
no,
food
wait, first,
was
talk,
terrible.
Johnny Mack,
Oh,
talk
did
about
you-
the waitress. How about the waitress?
Oh, the two waitresses almost got into a fist fight.
Did you get bad
The
guns?
black one and the white.
It was a black one and a white man, so we were black, so they took us to the back. This is no bullshit.
Yeah.
They took us to the back of the place.
Around the corner.
Around the corner
That's
to eat.
Johnny
And
Mack,
as we
that's
walked
where you
by,
belong.
as we walked by, the little white kid said, "Mommy."
And I whispered in his ear, "You ain't gonna make it." Shout out to the white folks, ain't gonna make it. So then the white lady came and tried to wait on us. There's like 10 of us, right? She came to serve us. And the black girl said, "Wait a minute, Christine." And she jumped on, she got at the white girl and ran the white girl off. She said, "This is my table, Christine. This is my people."
Yeah.
400 years of this bullshit.
And I felt good about that until the service. The service was,
So we wish you had the white girl in the end.
she was, yeah.
Oh, because the girl was horrible.
She was
Oh,
terrible.
our waitress.
So
was-
sometimes you shouldn't bet
It
on
was
black.
the
Nigga, she
food was
brought
worse
one
than the
plate at a
service,
time, nigga.
no, but service.
and
didn't
3
know
of them were for Greg.
She broke one plate at a time, and 3 of the plates were for our producer. The bitch brought my food. She brought my food in sections. Like, here's your egg. Then she came back. Here's your grits. Then she came back. Here's your bacon. I'm like, bitch,
Bitch, are
bring
you
it all at the same time, bitch.
Bitch, are you on commission? Who can wash the most dishes?
You know your waiter's bad when they say, "Who ordered this 5 times?"
And I think TDP ordered
An omelet.
no, the drink you ordered.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Which is an Arnold Palmer for us, like, you know, lemonade and
got a
tea.
hell of an underbite
She
to it.
brought the lemonade first, then she brought the tea, then she brought the ice. This nigga mixing. I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? Is this a witch's brew that you bringing, bitch?
Yeah, she
Shouts out to the bad service at OK Corral.
And then the mall was pretty fun. The mall part. Did we
Oh,
talk about
the
that
mall
already?
was
Or did we talk
fun.
about that off air? The mall, TDP, myself, Poetess, and Lou Dix went to the mall.
I went with my sister and 2 female friends, and it was horrible.
So we went, we had some food, and then there was a table of young boys, like young teenage boys.
Put a
and,
Z on the end of the
No,
boys.
there's first a table of like gay boys, but they were like over the top. Like I love the gay boys. If it wasn't for them, my hair be fucked up, everything, eyebrows, get all that stuff. They hooked me up. But anyways, Yeah, more. But they had their table. They were extremely over the top with it. Like, they was very, very, very over the top. But then there was a table of young, impressionable young men, and Lou Dix was
Athletes.
like, what did you say to them, Lou?
I told them straight up, don't become that table.
Stay focused.
I was like,
Stay
damn, Lou.
focused. Your
Lou
athletes
is
don't become that
crazy.
table.
They didn't even answer you. They just looked at you like, who is this child molest looking
man.
dude?
Well, but the
And
guy
then-
had on the same blouse Claudia had on.
Oh, yeah, that trick.
And
He
then-
bought that deep V-neck green shirts.
Lewis.
You had on a V-neck. He had on a Z-neck. that shit went down to the genitalia.
And I see the fellas are doing some weird things with their hair. Like, they cut they're all trying to aspire to get the Stevie Wonder hairline with the braids in the back.
Hysterical.
Like, they have the shag in the back, and it's like short. Like, they cut the hairline off.
The
so
forehead is all out.
they made that forehead bigger.
They look like the Murphy from RoboCop. Remember they took his helmet off? He had all that forehead.
That's exactly how he looked.
But I don't
He's
think
very sweet, though.
those people they were just putting
No
on the
kidding.
act because it was Gay Pride Week.
they were over the
I don't
top.
really think they act like
They
that.
were
It was
showing their pride.
right.
They probably don't wear Daisy Dukes to the office, but for the Lenox Mall on Sunday.
Nigga, it was some situations in there. You had to go for the comedy.
Yeah.
You know, if you a comic, nigga, you had to go. I went with my sister and two of her friends and my niece, and niggas was in there. It was just absolutely ridiculous.
I was like, am I still at Miss Universe?
Nigga came from behind me and said, "Where do you work out at?" Like, nigga, does it matter?
Hysterical.
I see one dude with a tie-dye tank top, but it was a tank top in the front, and the back it was just a one strap going
Oh,
down.
God. It
Did
was
you
like
see the dude
sickening.
with the leotard on backwards? Like, you know, in the leotard, you know,
Right.
the back part is out. You got the little front part up to the neck. This nigga had it on backwards, and his areolas, his navel was out. I said, my man.
Maybe he was going to rehearse for the Nutcracker.
Hysterical.
It's just
Oh,
nasty.
the nut sucker.
It's just nasty, man.
No,
It's
and you know
funny.
what? If you're gay, you're gay, and you should have pride in your thing. Just like, you know, black people, we're a little bit over the top with some of our stuff, and we have the real ghetto. Ever go to Hot Ghetto Mess?
Yeah.
And there's a
yeah.
lot of people that like they take pride in their ghetto-ness. Hey, to
Yeah,
each their
But
own.
they ain't
But it's-
trying to
if
be a
it-
hot
but
ghetto
they don't-
man.
yeah, they
if
don't-
it ain't
but-
hurting you, don't worry
Well,
about
but
it.
the thing is, it's like you're not
And
allowed.
if it is hurting you, try a girl.
Use some lubricant.
No, I just think that we should be able to allow the heterosexual people to walk our straight line and not have to constantly be barraged with, I'm gay and look at me. I'm gay and look at me. I mean, okay, be who you are, but stop trying to sell me with not saying sell so I can buy it, but just so I can acknowledge. We do acknowledge who you are, but stop trying to get it 24/7.
877-210-610 is the number. Call
But
in.
that's really a blanket
Yeah,
statement.
but I
No,
think
yeah, we need some gay control up in
No,
here.
we don't.
We do.
But shouts out to Carol's daughter in the mall. It's a beautiful place. Carol's daughter.
Yeah, and you got
What
your
is that?
face all creamed up like you were gay.
She did my hand.
She did your face.
Ludix, are you homophobic, Ludix?
No, I'm not homophobic. I just think we just need more heterosexuals just to balance it out.
But it wasn't, you know, we have more straight men. It was just their gay pride
their
week.
weekend. It was their
and
time.
it was their weekend. They have a right to celebrate, you know, like, you know, we do our thing on Martin Luther King Day. Everybody had their time to
just like
celebrate.
the million-
That's not how they really act. It was just because that weekend they was just being
It was on
flamboyant.
steroids.
Right, it was on
It's like, you know,
it was on makeup. It wasn't on steroids.
That's how they act.
Shout out to my boy Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? The Blaming Tour is still going around.
Off the chain.
On 9/12, he'll be in Baltimore at the Merriweather Post performing. If you're out there in Baltimore, make sure you go down and see the Blaming Tour. It's a treat for yourself. And tomorrow, on the 13th, 9/13, he's in Philly.
And I'm going to be
Shout
there.
out.
At the Tower Theater.
I'm going to
Cool.
go check them out in Philly, y'all.
Sure?
Yeah. Post, you know who to call to make sure you get your tickets.
Yeah, I hope I can get some
Hey,
tickets.
listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. I know we clown a lot and we bullshit a lot, but if you in these cities, if you in Baltimore on 9/12, or you in Philly 9/13, please go out. And it's a show that you're gonna really talk about for the next 2, 3, 4 months.
Oh, I'm
Because
telling you.
when Fox and Carrie Hilson did that 404
Oh,
song,
my God.
was that the shit?
That girl Carrie Hilson,
Was
I
that the
said her name
shit?
right?
Carrie Hilson.
Yeah.
She got real talent.
Miss
Yes.
Carrie
It ain't no
Baby.
T-Pain voice box, whatever.
And also
we get into that
Marsha.
later.
And also Marsha.
Thank you. Marsha from the
Floetry.
Floetry. She
Oh.
came
Tore it
out.
up.
Oh. First of all, she looked fantastic.
Thank
She
you.
looked all that weight.
Yeah, she
She made me so.
She lost a lot of weight.
She lost a lot of weight. She's in a
ripped.
nice, beautiful black dress, and she came out, and niggas seemed like time
sounded
stopped.
great.
She was singing her ass off.
Yeah.
She's a gem.
Why is that a compliment? Singing your ass off. She was really singing her ass off. And then on Sunday, Ludacris came out.
Yeah.
man.
And can I just add, and not very many people know this, but Jamie has been donating tickets to all types of community organizations all over the country. He's been donating to breast cancer awareness, to AIDS organizations, to women's shelters. So Jamie has donated hundreds of tickets, just randomly calling folks, hey, you got tickets to the Jamie Foxx show, and they've been just crazy. It's just been beautiful things. So big ups to Jamie.
Yeah, good shout out to
right.
I forgot the name of the place we was at. It was like outdoor. It was about a nice 80.
Chastain
Park.
Chastain
It was
Park.
beautiful. The weather was
amphitheater.
perfect.
The weather was perfect. And people were lit. I've never seen so many beautiful black professional women
that was
who
smoking
are
weed at the
single.
very top. That was great.
Oh, that was me. Oh,
That was Poetess. We call that London up there because it was all foggy.
Yes, it was.
But these people in Atlanta, these beautiful women, they are so professional, so driven. And I talked to a gang of them for obvious reasons. And they're all single. And I was like, how could you be single? These girls were stunningly
it's an
gorgeous.
epidemic.
And they had hot wings.
And nigga, they invited me to their crib to cook. Like, nigga, what you like to eat?
Yeah.
This girl came by the hotel situation early. She came by with a little breakfast shot for me with the sweet tea. She made it from the crib and
How
brought
many
it to
girls
me.
did you have sex with down there, Johnny?
That's not important. I'm giving a moment.
Nobody's listening. I just want to know, as your friend, you know I'm your homegirl.
2.5.
2.5.
Wow.
I know you had that 11:30 a.m.
Yeah, I had the 11:30
How many
shot.
condoms did you have?
Huh?
You only have 2 condoms? Or did you
No, I
have-
took like 19 condoms.
Oh, okay, good.
That's nasty. Look, you guys, and just
How's it nasty to take condoms?
look, in the Baltimore and D.C., Virginia area, y'all get ready to get Foxx coming down there. So check it out. Baltimore, D.C., as you said, Philly, man.
yeah,
It's
he'll be
exciting.
there tomorrow night, and
Louis,
then
I
on
want you to-
Sunday, Philly.
You want me to have sex,
I
buddy?
want you to have
All right,
sex
come
with
on
somebody.
over. Come on over later on. I'll take care of you.
Shouts out to Wild Wings on Marietta.
Since you want me to have
And you know
sex.
what? Today is the anniversary. Poetess touched on this earlier. You know, take a serious moment. The 9/11,
Yes.
you know, tragedy that happened to us, you know, in New York City. And I've been down to Ground Zero, and it's an eerie feeling, you know what I'm saying? And shouts out to the family, you know, that, you know, who lost people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, during this tragic event.
Family
And
friend.
I'm going to ask a question. And call into 877-2-106-106. Where were you, Claudia Jordan,
I remember. It was crazy.
when 9/11 went down? Is we celebrating this?
No.
When were you
When the tragedy happened.
when a tragedy happened?
I'll tell you, it's a little bit of a story I have to tell you.
You run the 40 with
No,
Michael
this
Vick?
is back when I was doing videos, like, you know, I was doing that. So I was up for the Girls video, the Jay-Z
What do you
video.
mean by back? You just did a video last month.
But this is when I was doing it more for a living.
Oh, this
I
when
was
it-
more kind of full time.
This when you was a video hoe.
I never was a
Okay,
video
okay,
hoe.
keep going. I'm
I
sorry.
always auditioned and got paid nicely.
Yeah,
Anyways,
okay.
so
All hoes do.
Oh, Louis, please.
That's along the same
anyways,
lines, but okay,
that's
go
why your
ahead.
son's gonna be sucking dick soon. Anyways,
Wow.
No, I don't think so.
Shouts out to Skinny Jeans.
Hopefully one day you'll find
hurts.
somebody to make you give you a son, but that's all right.
no, I can find someone. I just,
Oh,
you know,
please,
Louis.
Claudia.
Oh,
Oh, your
are we gonna? Are
boyfriend's
we?
a
Hold on,
gay.
let's
want to battle?
Hold on, let's
You want
go.
to battle?
No,
No,
no. This
no,
is
we're not gonna
9/11.
battle.
Give him a pass, C
I'm just
murder.
wondering-
Give him a pass, C murder.
No.
Hold on.
I'm just
No,
wondering.
hold on.
What you want to do with it, nigga?
Hold on. Listen to me. Claudia, where were you
Anyways,
at 9/11?
I was home.
Short and sweet.
I was supposed to leave the house. I was supposed to fly back to the East Coast that morning. But my agent said, listen, they want to give you like a nice rate. Just wait till 10 a.m. before you like try to catch the next flight. I just want you to wait. So I didn't leave on my original flight to go to I was supposed to go east that morning. And my friend Flora called me up crying. She called my cell phone. She's like, where are you?
So
Where
you
are
was at home.
I was home.
In L.A.
Yep. And she called me up crying, and she just was like, I was so worried. I thought you were on your way to New York. And so, but one of my brother's friends was on the plane that left out of Boston. He was 25 years old.
Wow.
They went to school together. They both on the same track team. The kid was, like I said, he was 25 years old. And, you know, they ran track. They were friends. And, you know, to lose your life, 25, and to see, you know, be on that plane and be a part of that, it was awful. So it really, it's close to home for me. You know what I mean? And that was a flight that I would take all the time when I would go back. That flight was on the way to L.A. from Boston.
That's right.
And you know, the way I would go home when I was working on Price is Right then, we have 10 days on, 10 days off. And I would be on that. I've been on that flight before.
Me too.
So, you know, had you know, our days off falling on a different day, who knows? But it's just like, it just really, I was in
And
bed
how
for
did it make you feel when you saw the plane, especially the second plane when it hit the building, the Twin Towers? What type of emotions went through your mind or through your body?
I was nauseous. You know, I felt very sick to my stomach.
Did you cry?
I cried for 2 weeks.
Wow.
I could not get out of bed. I was paralyzed. Actually, I was very depressed by it. It really, really affected me. I couldn't. My high school reunion was like about 3 weeks later, and I couldn't go. That week for me was very tragic. I knew two people on the plane with Aaliyah. My best friend hung herself that weekend, and then September 11th. It was like 10 days of hell for me. So it was just. one thing I know it was very very.
You make me not want to be your friend no more.
No, it was tough times for me, you know.
I'm about to curse you out on Facebook.
But what I went through is nothing compared to what the families went
That's
through.
true.
So you know what I'm saying. So like I can't be like, woe is me. There's family members that they'll never see their fathers, their husbands, their daughters, their sons again. So
It was TDP. Where were you at 9/11?
I was getting 2 tamales from the lady on the tamale truck.
You know you were in cell block 4.
stop lying. You know what's
Yeah,
for.
you were cell block 4,
it
number
was 6.
555.
So then my homie was like, man, they done ran the plane into the building. I thought he said the county building. I'm like, the county building.
I ain't got my food
I
stamps.
ain't got, you know what I mean? Ain't blessed me yet. So we ran and checked that on TV, and then when we saw the second plane, I was just like, wow. Then to see all that smoke and people running, it was like the Marshmallow Man was chasing them. That was hysterical. It was crazy.
How did you feel? Did you get emotionally distraught? Or
I just wanted to know who did it because I was ready to go to war.
Wait till you hear my story.
I just wanted to go to war.
OG Poetess.
I was actually asleep, and my best friend called me, and all he
Were you
said,
high or were you
She's in a
asleep?
weak
I was
coma.
asleep, and it was around 7 o'clock in the morning, California
right.
time. And he called me up. The first thing he said was, "It's on and cracking." And I was like, "Nigga,
On and cracking.
calling me at 7 o'clock?" He goes, "Turn on the TV." And then I turned on the TV, and it was just so unreal. It was just very unreal.
And how did you feel? Did you get emotional? Or was you stunned?
I was shocked. I was shocked because, you know, of course, none of us have really ever seen anything, you know, seen America get attacked on its own soil like that before, you know, in our lifetime. So
the World Trade that got blown up. Remember?
That was 93. That was
93.
a car bomb.
Okay.
It just showed how vulnerable we really are. Like you always hear these stories that you know we can shoot things out of the sky that are heading for us.
Right.
Not the case.
Lil Dix, in your perfect world, I know you was hurt.
You was washing your sweater.
At Bill
No,
Cosby's house.
You was combing your mustache.
Actually,
Bill
I
Cosby's
was
house.
making breakfast because it was getting the kids up.
Hysterical.
No, I was getting the kids up, making breakfast.
You were married then, right?
Yeah, and then as always, if you have family back east, you get a call.
Yeah.
East Coast, and your parents, are you okay? Then, Mom, what you talking about? So then you don't turn on TV. Bam! I'm like, first thing I thought, it's like, oh, we going to war. And then I'm like, darn. And I knew I was like at the age where you can get called. I was like, I'm gone. Let me enjoy it now because everybody Brown's heading to war.
Hey,
Hysterical.
nigga, I freaked out. I was over a female friend of mine's house, you know, because we had just, what was crazy, but we was in New York at 9/9. Because we had just did, a man that just hosted the MTV Awards, and we wrote on a thing, and we was going to stay, because Puffy was having these crazy parties, so we was going to stay. But Foxx had to leave. So they made all of us leave. Right. And a week before that, we was on that same flight from Boston coming to L.A. We was on that flight because we was on tour. It's 2000, we was on tour at the time. So at 9/9, we were forced to leave. So I come home, 9/10, whatever, 9/11, I stayed the night at a female friend that I was dating. I stayed the night over her house, and she frantically woke me up screaming and hollering, cussing and shit. And I didn't know what was going on because I woke up, I was disillusioned. Like, what's going on? What's going on? She's like, look. I'm like, bitch, you woke me up to watch TV, bitch? I was snoring and everything. She's like, this is real. I thought it was a movie. Yeah. Then when I saw the second plane hit, I freaked the fuck out. I got up, I got on the fucking phone and called the Army Reserves, the National Guard. Yo, this is Johnny Mack. I'm signing the fuck up. I want to go to war. I didn't know who we were fighting. I'm ready. I got dressed in some green and everything, nigga. I ran over to my man's crib, and I told him what was going on. I signed up. I didn't physically sign up, but I made the phone call to sign up to go to the Army. And you talking about hurt. When I saw the whole aftermath and the people that, the dude that jumped out of the building.
Yeah, man.
The dudes.
The to escape. Yeah. And then they was telling all these horrifying stories. I can't even front. I was beyond tears.
You know what's funny?
I was so
not funny, but
hurt.
Right now that we're talking about it, like I'm getting emotional. Like I feel like I want to cry right now.
You want to lean on my shoulder when you?
No, but I really this really does affect me. Like still, it really does.
Well, I mean that's
because like it's not something that you really ever get over. Like we're not going. None of us went to therapy. Like I sat there and watched. I could not stop watching and watching all those the women, the men, and the women jumping out of. They rather jump to their death than be consumed by the fires. And the people that were above the line where the plane crashed in, and they just had to suffer and know that there was no way out of there.
Nigga,
and over 3,000 people lost their lives that day.
But interesting you say that nobody went to therapy. You mean us as Americans?
As America, I feel like we've all been traumatically affected. We've all been traumatized by this. Like this.
So you think we should go to therapy?
I think that for some people that deeply affects, like the fact that it's 8 years, I didn't really know that I was still affected by this, but 8 years have gone by, and when you guys are talking about it, and there are a few jokes here and there, but we're really having a serious conversation, my eyes got watery, and
you know what? I'm confused how you can, after 8 years, I know it's a tragedy, and I know it happened, but that you're sitting here saying that I think that's over emotion. I mean,
well, maybe in your world it is.
I still feel like, I'm
it's not over. I mean, how can you ever get over?
Well, I'm just saying, if it's stopping you from functioning.
Hold this day.
It's not stopping me from functioning.
Oh, okay. But
She showed up. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I hold this day as being a sacred day, and I pay homage and tribute to this day. Even like someday on regular days, I maybe see what time it is and say 9/11, and I reflect back to 9/11. This is a day that will forever live. It's like December 7th, 1941. It's the day that will live, as our president said, in infamy. It would always happen. And we should never forget this day. And we should always be on the watch and the lookout.
I'm still
you know
affected.
What I'm saying?
I'm leaving
what I love about the United States so far, because remember, we thought it was going to happen in L.A. We're like, nigga, L.A. is next. L.A. is next. You know what I'm saying? We have all these thoughts. We should never forget. We should always feel something about this day. It was a tragic day.
Because I feel before that, America felt like, we were untouchable, that it's never going to happen here. I remember since Reagan was in office, there was this whole Star Wars talk that if any bombs or anything ever gets pointed in our direction, we have technology, or we're going to have technology where they can shoot shit out of the sky. And some of us really think that we have this layer of protection, and we don't.
They called us when we were asleep. Whether we have that technology or not, we wasn't prepared to be attacked in America. But I think now we
do have layers of protection. I mean, don't cheapen this country. We are very well protected.
I'm not cheaping this country.
But the way they attacked us was never done. But we can, if a missile's coming our way, we know it's coming.
Well, yo, we got a phone call. We got my man 10 grand. I love this cat. We got my man Low Life from Alabama. Low Life, what up?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, pimpin'?
Man, when that shit happened, man, I was in the rec room lifting weights at Atmo Penitentiary.
Atmo Penitentiary.
Well, now we know. And Low Life, it's really great.
But Low Life, let me ask you this. How did you?
We whooped every 7-11 looking motherfucker in the prison that whole week.
Oh, damn.
Whoa. Did they?
Damn.
Now, so Low Life, did they have to put them in protective custody?
They had to lock the prison down because we were up riding in that hole.
Was it white and black?
Put all of them in PC.
Was white and black going after them, or was it just black?
White, black, Mexican, everybody, and the guards weren't stopping shit.
Wow.
But Low Life, how did you feel when you felt, when your country was being attacked? I mean, besides the rage and anger.
And then the point that you being incarcerated, did it make you feel any different?
That this motherfucker still loose, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
This motherfucker still out here, walking around here, bouncing and singing songs and playing the guitar and all that bullshit.
Hysterical.
Out this motherfucker. Bouncing around high.
I don't know, you talking about Ben Loudon,
Glenn
Bob
Campbell.
Dylan.
I think it was great. I mean, it's a great point. We all did have our rage.
And once again, call in.
And we were at war.
Yeah.
That was another thing, too. A lot of people said that, some accounts said that we were warned that this was going to happen. And plus we did afterward, we had seeds. They were training over here. Whoa.
Once again, call into 877-2-106-106 and let us know where you were on 9/11/2001 and how, if it did affect you, and how did it affect you. We got another phone call. We got my man DJ from DC. What up, DJ?
Jay.
What's up, Foxxhole family?
What's up, pimpin'?
I ain't shit. I was at work. I worked like 10 minutes away from the Pentagon.
Whoa.
Wow.
So check it out. We listening to Sports Talk Radio, right? I'm the only one with the radio in the office. They break in. They like a plane, crashed in New York. We're in D.C., so we ain't thinking shit about it.
Right.
We like, okay, there's an accident. 20 minutes later, they like another plane.
Right.
So we're like, there's some shit going on. Now, I got an aunt that works at the Pentagon.
Right.
When the first plane hit the Pentagon, and this was before everybody knew it was an attack, she went home. We paranoid. We looking for her. She at home, but all the phone lines went dead, literally.
Right.
The date, like you said, it seemed like a fucked up movie, like a Die Hard type shit.
Right.
It was like a cool calmness that day. Nobody was mad. Traffic was fucked up, but it was just a cool calm over the city that day. It was like, I can't believe it.
Did you get emotional?
Yeah. Yeah, nigga, I was scared.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Where did you work at? And you say you worked 10 minutes from the Pentagon. And did you see the plane, the wreckage from the plane that hit the Pentagon? Did you see all that?
I didn't see the plane, but we was able to see the Pentagon smoking
Damn.
from our window.
Wow.
Wow.
And then, you know, you got them pink folks that still want to stay at work. I'm like, I'll see y'all as Monday, or I'll see y'all in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, black people don't stick around to see the aftermath.
nigga,
We kick rocks.
What's going on, Bob?
Hey, what's over here about this flaming plane tail?
Yeah, because you're right. Because we a lot
Thanks
of us
for the
knew-
phone call, DJ. You got to work on your phone. I didn't know. Was you sitting and talking to some Morse code and shit?
Morse
Nigga,
code
nigga-
phone, yeah.
That nigga was going in and out, nigga.
I don't know about you all, but a lot of us thought right away, we went to them too. It was tragic and all that. People were like, well, hey, I ain't got to go to work today. Because you knew right away. You did not have to go to work.
I didn't think.
And you
I didn't really look
and
at it
the
like
kids
that.
didn't have to go to school. No, you knew that everything was going to be locked down.
So you're
You
trying to find a
knew.
positive right now.
Yeah, I mean, you knew everything was going to be shut down. I mean,
true.
as parents, and you had to renegotiate your life. You had to sit back and explain to them
But that
what
was just a
happened.
weird feeling just to look in the sky and see no planes.
Yeah,
Like today.
that was like a
That was
trip.
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you something else because like we was on tour at the time we was going commercial, whatever, and they had locked down. I think we couldn't fly for like 2 weeks, whatever, something like that. And then they said the next city we had to go to was Cleveland, and I didn't go. I said, Fox, I ain't getting on no plane.
it's Cleveland.
Now it's safe, Johnny Mack. I meet you in Dayton. But the first night, I didn't go. I didn't fly. You know, they got on the plane and went to Cleveland. Like, nah.
You went to Cleveland, not Dayton. I mean, you want to go Cleveland?
Well, the next city was Cincinnati. I don't know what the next city was. But the first day when they left with that show on Friday,
Yeah.
I didn't go.
It was hard to finally get on a plane. And my first flight I took, I was like petrified. And actually, I'm on a flight tonight, and I didn't even pay attention when I booked it.
Wow.
And I think that's why it's bothering me extra too. Like I'm flying today on
You
September
should have
11th.
knew. That's why your ticket was $3.
I know it was cheap. Actually, they paid me to go.
We got another phone call. We got my man Al from the NY. What up, Al?
Hey, what's smoking, baby? Ain't nothing to it. But, you know, what I want to say is, man, when that shit happened,
Smokey the Bear.
you know,
This nigga sound like the rapist from Silence of the Lambs.
What happened, man?
Go ahead. What's up? What happened? How you feel?
Hey, listen, man. This was, you know, New York is a racist town, man. A lot of people don't know that. But this was the first time you seen brothers flying American flags on their car.
Right.
Cats was rushing to the blood bank. You know, everybody had that look of like, what the fuck just happened? You
Right.
know, the F-16s is buzzing the sky. You know, cats up in Harlem is beating the Arabs down. You know, all the Arabs in the store. They pulling them motherfuckers out, spanking them, taking everything out the store. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but this
right.
was the first time, and I'm born and raised New York City slicker, man. You know.
That's right.
This was the first time that blacks and whites really came together and said, damn, that was fucked up. What just happened?
Right.
You know, and the days after that, you could smell the fucking embalming fluid from all the body parts that they were storing
Wow.
down there, you know?
Wow.
Yo, I'm not lying, the city was in turmoil. All the cats, they wasn't Muslim like these sheiks. They had put stickers on the car. Yo, I love America. Because we was handing out the ass whoopers.
Which isn't right either.
Man. You know,
Right.
motherfuckers was busting windows, pulling motherfuckers out. So, you know, it was a
Did
great
you go
tragedy.
down? Did you go down and help and volunteer your service to help the people? You know, get
Like,
the.
you know what, bro? And I gotta be realistic, man. I done seen so much,
Right.
like with America. I'm probably a little older than y'all. So when I was growing up, I seen the Black Panthers walking. I seen a lot of shit go on. So my heart is kind of hard. But what
Right.
hurt me the most was that was minorities. The majority of the people that died in those buildings were minorities, man.
Right,
It was
right.
a couple of the, you know, I hate to say it, some crackers up there, but most of them were porters, elevator operators. Those is
Right.
black people, man.
Right, right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was just amazing how the city reacted, man. You know, and
In a
it's
good
just
way,
crazy,
right?
man.
They
Yeah,
reacted.
and it was, some of it was in a good way, you know, like a lot of them cats that was uptown, you know, Muslim store owners, little bodegas, they shouldn't have got spanked like that, but niggas just took advantage of it, you know what I mean? Police parked outside and watched them loot the stores, you know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Hey, thanks for the phone call, my man, and I'm glad that New York came to the aid to when we was in dire need or distress, you know what I'm saying? Because we gotta, at these type of moments, it's not about a black or white or whatever other.
Or a Muslim thing. Because
Muslim or Hispanic. We all, at this time, we all need help.
Arab.
And we all are part of America. We all gotta have help. Go ahead, Lucas.
Yeah, well, because, what he said was, I mean,
that
there was
nigga voice was hysterical.
Yeah, well, it sounded like Gil Scott-Heron. But the loss, I mean, this Cantor Fitzgerald LP lost 658 employees. I mean, we have other people lost 355, and these don't look like, these are all black companies. These were just Americans that lost their lives.
Yeah, that's the important thing we got to admit. These were Americans. We was attacked on our soil. It's not about if you black, white, Hispanic, or whatever, Asian. It's about we as in America, we was violated. We was attacked. We wasn't ready for attack. But now, through the help of God, we are ready for it because it happened to us on our own soil. Go ahead, Lucas.
Right. Well, I wanted to say, too, I wanted to piggyback to what I was saying about Claudia, and I kind of thought about it, and she's right in the sense that I think your sensitivity is needed because I think it has to be maintained, and then I think that male side of some people, we have to move on to keep going with the country. Mm-hmm. So I think you're right. There does need to be grieving, but there is a side in me that feels like some men, we have to move on, and like we went to war. Okay, we got to strap up. Men and women went to war to go defend this country. So I think that's the part I'm talking about. That
I almost joined the Army back in right out of high school. I was all set to go up to Boston and take the little test and sign it, get sworn in and all that. Right before
they didn't have a beauty
Trump.
pageant in the Army.
No,
so
I said fuck. I decided to go a different route. But you know what? One quick thing I would say real quick.
Go ahead.
You mentioned about we're just Americans, and it isn't a time for black and white. You know what? And Arab people are included in our nation as well, and that are here and who are American citizens.
But
wait. Let me just finish real quick. And the people that did this attack on us are not a representation of Arabs or Muslims. Those are radicals that are all the way left. That a lot of people that are Arab and Muslim are ashamed of them as well. So we just can't blanket all of them. We would not want to be negatively represented by these silly ass gangbangers that they don't represent black people as a whole.
But you got to look at the time when the attack came from within. These people was in our country, and same thing happened during Pearl Harbor in 1941. What they did was they say, okay, let's take the Japanese people and let's put them over there because the Japanese was warned. That this the Pearl Harbor was going out on they had a 3-day leave or something. So in other words, the Japanese got some inside information. Right. Same as happens with the 9/11. These cats got some inside information, so we can't take a chance. I'm not saying to jump on them and beat them or whatever. No. But you got to understand, it's going to be some hostility.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying what he did was right or wrong, but you gotta understand, us as America, we just been attacked.
I know this, but we also
we don't know how to react.
We're blaming a nation and a nationality and a people for what a group of people that aren't even represented by a country. The Taliban is not a nation.
But at this
we
time,
didn't know that at the time.
I know
That's
this.
what I'm saying.
I know this, but there are still people that continue to harass and beat people that are of Arab and Muslim descent, and we gotta quit doing. No, we gotta stop doing that shit. Especially we as blacks should be extra sensitive to that. I'm just saying. I understand the raw emotion that day, but we know a lot more from since that point. That's what I'm saying.
Right, and we ain't jumping on the nigga at 7-Eleven no more. Just get my Slurpee and keep it moving. Nigga.
Yeah, if that Slurpee machine ain't working, we're gonna be some problems.
Let me get that pina colada. Let me get that pina colada.
How you doing, my friend? I wasn't your friend last time.
Thank
nigga. You got another phone call. We got my man Gary from North Carolina. What up, boy?
Hey, what's up, Johnny Mack? What's up, Foxxhole? I'm enjoying this show. Hey, but check it out. When I drive truck, right, and I just pick up a load that day before out of Patterson, right? So I slept on the turnpike at one of the travel plaza, and somebody said what happened, and so I cut the radio on, and but we stepped out the truck. All we could see was the smoke and shit. And it was the first time you saw them redneck truck drivers come together. We all came together as brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
As Americans, but it was a strong feeling for truck driver. And let me tell you what happened when I got to Texas. A couple of brothers pull out a truck driver out of a truck and stomped him, and that was wrong, but
did you get his wallet?
I don't know. Did
you get his gas card?
The nigga said that was wrong, but I did help.
Johnny Mack, he messed up when he walked, because everybody was still looking at the news after 2 days it happened.
Right.
He walked in the truck stop and walked out, and about 3 or 4 following back at the truck, and I heard you stop him.
Hysterical.
But it was a sad feeling, because my sister lived in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, so and we got in touch with her. She was all right, her and her family, but it was a sad day, man. But we pulled together, and we're going to bring us through.
Well, thanks for the phone call, Gary, man.
Shouts
from
out
North
to
Carolina,
Bed-Stuy.
man. But what I did like about most of Americans, we did band together and unite. We're gonna take a quick break and come right back. Once again, if you tell us where you was at in 9/11. Call into 877-2-106-106. The Foxxhole. We'll be right back.
We're gonna want to go get some Arabs and bring them on. See how they feel.
Hey.
Yo, it's the Foxxhole. Shout out to my boy Jay-Z, nigga.
Your T painted too much.
Your jeans too tight. Your colors too light. And your colors too bright. I love that part. That's the only part I know of that nigga's song.
I like he says, can't wear skinny jeans because my knot won't fit. I love that.
I didn't hear that part. Yeah, I didn't
Can't
pay attention to the
That's the
Sanitarian
other
reference. That's in that. That's in the auto-tune song.
No,
That's the
no
other
song.
song.
Oh,
It's an older song, but it's still an oldie but goodie.
okay. I just, I like the part when he said, "Nigga, your jeans too tight.
He likes saying that.
Your
Colors
voice
too
is
bright.
Your color's too bright, and your voice is too light."
He's a manly man, though. It's a man's man.
I respect
right
that. I respect
I
that.
love Jay-Z.
There's nothing wrong with being a man. Respect
Hey,
that. Shout out to all the men.
He's got a woman to be a man.
And speaking of Jay-Z, his new album came out this week too.
Number one.
Number one. Right now we'll get into the to our Bud Light read.
Quiet on the yard. Fish Sticks is reading.
Fish Sticks.
In honor of Poetess, Fridays got even better thanks to your friends from Bud Light and Bud Light Lime. Listeners 21 years of age and older now have the opportunity to visit the foxxhole.young-america.com to answer the Bud Light question of the week. Now, submit an online entry and answer the question. You'll then have a chance to win beer for a year where legal. If you're under 21, don't drink. You heard that right. Bud Light and Bud Light Lime for an entire year. Winners will be selected each Friday through December 18th. Light and refreshing Bud Light and Bud Light Lime enhance good times with friends. And if you're a lucky winner and you actually have friends, you and your friends will have a reason to celebrate. So set up on your Bud Light and Bud Light Lime facts, study them, and visit the foxxhole.young-america.com to have a chance to win beer for a year. It's no purchase necessary. Now, open to U.S. residents except California residents 21 years and older. See official rules for details. Game ends December 17th, 2009. There you go, Pete.
Now, who read that? You and your mustache. Your mustache is moving.
Fish Sticks.
But for the people who let me paint the picture, as Fox would say, he just did that so proudly. When he finished, he put like an exclamation point on it, like he dismounted like this nigga Mary Lou Retton right now, radio.
Shouts out to Greg
He
Louganis.
just know he just got
Who
that
told me
chin.
this ain't it?
I think he's trying to battle me. He's trying to battle me on the Bud Light reads.
No, I was doing that flip based on Johnny Mack and Speedy and TDP reading.
Hey, nigga.
Oh,
hey.
there you go. Yeah, you can't read.
Hey, nigga, that's why I ain't in no movies. My reading skills is not up to par. I only audition for shit I can verbally say. I can't. Don't give me no script, nigga.
Improv movies.
Yeah. Shout out to First Sunday and Soul Play.
This
I could be
Christmas?
great in This Christmas and The Perfect Holiday. I could have did that without a script.
Oh, man. No,
Well, apparently they did too.
I saw a
Hysterical.
great movie last night. I saw Obsessed
sorry,
last
I'm sorry.
night.
Oh, you saw?
How
Obsessed.
funny was the part when the white girl fell through the table and the eye opened back up?
Oh, yeah, I
That's
know.
my favorite part of the movie.
Man, Beyonce was really good. She was
Nigga,
really
please.
good. I'm sorry. You all can hate if you want.
I'm not
it
hating.
Was a
I
great
love Beyonce,
movie.
but-
I love Beyonce, and she worked those moments. Beyonce, you're a great actress. You worked those
You had
moments.
the
If I
volume
was
off.
there, I'd slap the shit out of you right now, Louis.
Well, I'm
hysterical.
going to use your hand and slap the shit out of him
Hey,
for
y'all
you.
can say what y'all want. She deserves an Oscar for that.
Oh,
Nigga,
wow.
please.
Meyer.
She tore up
Oscar de
Mariah.
la Hoya.
She tore up
Oscar de
Mariah
la
Carey
Renta.
in that Mariah Carey movie. She
A whole lot of Oscars she deserved, but not a fucking
But
Oscar.
I love Beyonce. No hate. I'm a big fan of hers and I love her music. She's a great performer.
I have a question.
But she was greater in Dreamgirls and Obsessed.
I have a question. What is hating? You know what I'm saying? Because I was watching this a person of ours, a friend of ours, on the fucking YouTube situation, and she just kept saying about she ain't hating and niggas is hating and bitches is hating. What is hating? If I don't like you, does that mean I'm hating?
Oh yeah, in this oversensitive America we have now, yeah, you can't even say good morning wrong, and people are like, what's wrong with you?
It's when you pretty much criticize somebody or show your jealousy or your envy of that person.
But I think you
So,
should
like-
be able to criticize someone and not like something. If I say, you know what, I don't think, I didn't think her performance was great and Obsessed, but I still am a fan. That doesn't mean I'm hating on her.
Right.
I should be allowed to have an opinion. I think hating is unjustifiably, like, being negative about someone. Like, example, a lot of females...
Halle Berry ain't that pretty.
Right.
That's hating.
A lot of females, when they're around their guy friends and say a pretty girl walk by and you guys, oh, she's bad, and the girl goes, she ain't that fly, look at her shoes. That's hating.
Right.
You're just doing it just to throw some negativity out there. But if you really don't think she's beautiful, then, that's one thing.
But I look at it, I'm watching my friend on the YouTube, and it was totally embarrassing. And I'm looking at him like, why would somebody hate on you? I think if I was going to hate, it's going to be somebody that's better than me. I wouldn't hate on the nigga that works at Target.
Right, you'd hate on her like a real star. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I
like
hate on somebody that's a star. I'm not gonna hate on nobody on a reality show. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
right, yeah.
I'm gonna hate on a nigga that's on Good Times.
right. You're not gonna hate on Lisa Ray when you can hate on Halle Berry.
Right. Why would I hate on Lisa Ray?
Shouts out to the titty in the mouth.
You walked
Hey,
right.
don't say
Wait,
nothing.
I was getting
Don't say nothing bad about Lisa Ray. She blessed me.
Let me ask you something, because I wasn't
Her
here for
titty
that
was
show.
milky smooth.
And I went to get my hair done by the guy that does Lisa Ray's hair as well. We have a mutual friend. So I was telling, I go,
What's his name?
Boogie, Dr. Boogie.
I don't know.
He's really good. So I told him, I go,
Apparently
Lisa Ray
not.
was on the show, and I was like, it was off the chain. She had a lot of fun. And I said, I think there was some titty action on the show. Now, I said, did she put a fleshy titty in your mouth, or was it covered in skin? Did she put it like...
She put
The
the
skin?
naked titty in his mouth.
But that's
so-
not
And,
important.
and
It was,
old
No, I
over
wanna know.
40 breasts.
No, but she has a great body. Lisa
I
Ray's
don't
a great
care.
body.
Lisa Ray is beautiful.
So you got
I
skin
don't
contact
care.
on the
Lisa
breast?
Ray
it
is
ain't
very
like,
beautiful.
Was it skin? Was someone telling me it was a skin?
it ain't like
Yes, that's what I heard.
It was a
it
bare
ain't
breast.
like
I
I
seen
put
it
a
with
Hattie
my
McDaniel titty in
eyes.
my mouth.
POTUS, what was it?
I
now?
seen it with my eyes, and she put the skin of her titty in his mouth.
Right.
Nipple part?
Not nipple,
No,
but
nipple. I
Oh,
had
the
to, I had
top?
to, I had to
Yeah.
search for that. But
Did,
that's
did she have to hold it with one hand? That's
She
how you
held
know
it.
it's old.
she
So she
held
put the
it
top
and
part
put
of the
it
breast.
directly in Johnny Mack's
So when she
mouth.
pulled it away, your spit was on it?
it's supposed to be. Y'all keep. I'm Johnny Mack.
And can
All
I
he needed
say?
was a baby
And can I
blanket.
say that Johnny Mack was shook up for the rest of the show?
Nice.
I was more than shook up.
Lisa Ray had you shook.
My growing started growing.
All right. Shout out to Lisa Ray.
I love Lisa Ray. I've
She
been
got,
on it.
she got her own show coming on TV One pretty soon.
And I'm gonna make sure I watch it. She's a friend of mine.
Yes.
I that's not I'm not on nobody's dick. I support my friends. I like Lisa Ray. I've been on Lisa Ray. One time I babysit her daughter a couple of times.
You do support your friends. With that being said, have you ever watched
I watch all your shit, Claudia.
Have you ever seen Baby Madness?
What the fuck is that?
Lewis's show.
I'm just asking you, Johnny Mack.
I didn't know what was going on.
I'll take that as a yes.
And Lewis, aren't you getting a new season
They're
on
bringing
that
it
show?
back, right?
Yeah, that's what they
It's
said.
called Baby Throw Up. What's the
But
name?
you know what? You guys just wait. I mean, I'm getting ready to bring back network TV. I'm telling you.
That's right, Lou Dix.
I'm
Well,
telling
we
you.
gonna go into the Poetess Report.
We wish you well.
Yeah,
Oh, we had another- we
and
got-
then I'm gonna get you, Claudia. Then you gonna want to date me.
Hysterical.
Johnny Mack, speaking of, we were speaking of penitentiary earlier.
I'm a little nervous.
No, he wasn't.
Nigga like the Lou Dix in the black Spider-Man suit. Evil kind of.
We got another phone call, Poetess. We got my man Will from Ohio. What up, Will?
What's going on?
What's cracking?
Hey, Ohio.
Yo, September 11th, my very first day at the bank that I worked at. I was in there reading the manual in the break room. People come in, first plane went in. 5 minutes later, I hear, everybody down on the ground. First day in the bank's getting robbed on September 11th.
What were you? Because right here it says Ohio. You was in New York.
No, I was in Ohio.
Well,
Wait, I'm confused.
He was
What?
saying where he was when the 9/11 struck. He was at work at a bank while it was being robbed.
calm down, Poetess.
I'm just explaining.
The nigga say he's from Ohio. I'm trying to get to how did they tell him to get down on the ground if he's
Because
in Ohio?
the bank was being robbed.
Oh, your bank was being robbed. This nigga don't know how to
How
talk.
shitty do you feel as a criminal? You picked that day to rob a bank on September 11th. Can you not do it on the 10th or maybe the 13th or the 22nd?
Well, they didn't know because it was happening at the same time.
No, but that's a damn shame. You
Wow.
gotta feel dumb afterwards.
Not if you got away.
Okay, is that it from the caller?
I
That's
guess
it.
so.
Okay.
Well, thanks, Will.
You
go ahead.
just robbed me of my time.
Yes, we want our time.
Oh,
I have
well.
some Twitters to read. Tweets.
Next time, read the manual in the vault.
What's his name?
the break room.
T-Yoy-J. It's T-E-Y-O-J-E. It says she lives in New York. She says she had to wait 2 hours to see if former colleagues were alive or dead. It was painful, and I still suffer panic attacks due to it to this day.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and
What the-
Sugar D says,
Sugar D.
Sugar D said, shout out to Sugar D, says,
From Atlanta.
made me realize all politics are local and that life is precious and that I really love America more than I ever knew.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And Old School Kid says, I'm extremely protective of this country now. So people are more protective of the country. So
Well, this is where we live. No matter what we got some good and bad things about America, but we live here, and you have to protect your home.
And the real Mac Fly says, I love the Foxxhole show. Tell Louis Dix that his mustache looks like a leather satchel. Last one hurt.
So, hey, look, little gay boy out there. You keep enjoying my mustache. Yeah, you little gay boy, enjoy it. All right, don't write me any letters. You and your little boyfriend just cuddle up and think about it.
And Nightlife Jones.
Oh, wait a minute. You said to cuddle up and think about you. Oh,
wow.
You want to make it a threesome?
No.
But you can't kiss.
Nightlife.
But you have great birthday sex.
Wow. Nightlife Jones 4 says the sad part about it is after a while we went right back to hating each other. So, it did seem like we were more on some togetherness and like a lot of love right after. And actually it lasted for quite a while. But, after a while we kind of revert back to being heathens. But that's what family do.
Yeah.
We go back to
family.
not being
We all get together.
But wasn't the Democrats and the Republicans singing Kumbaya and we shall overcome together? When they doing all that together?
They were singing I Believe I Can Fly.
Hysterical.
Mac.
We're going to go to, it's jokes. It's all good. We're going to go to the Poetess Report. We got some great topics that Poetess is going to lay down on us. Once again, thanks for Poetess joining us from New York. She's international. House of Pancakes.
What's she doing out there?
Handling my business, boo.
Okay.
She's trying to sound gay.
Can I get on the remix?
So Poetess.
Don't hate.
Poetess, so you went from Phoenix to New York, huh?
Huh?
Phoenix to New York, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an inside joke.
So let's go ahead with the Poetess Report.
Well, this one was something I think Johnny Mack could relate to since you've been behind the walls before. Did you hear about the guy that was the officer that pled guilty to tampering with the inmate's food? A former Ohio deputy accused of feeding an inmate a bologna sandwich that he had another inmate rub against his genitals.
Talk about taster's choice.
Hey, my bologna has a first name. It's N-U-T-X.
Hold the mayonnaise.
Ew, hold the mayonnaise.
Hey, there's a ball of my bologna.
Talk about fried bologna sandwich.
There's a pubic in my food?
How did he know that the bologna sandwich that the nigga had taste dick before? How did he recognize? How did he know?
I don't know, because supposedly or allegedly he had another inmate rub it up against his took the bologna out, rubbed it up against his genitals, and put it back in the sandwich and fed it to him.
Who was more violated, the nigga that got the bologna and ran across his balls, or the nigga that ate the ball bologna?
Right.
Well, actually, the inmates that were involved with the incident, they're actually filing suit against the county.
What they gonna win? Some mouthwash?
A block of cheese?
That's disgusting, though. Like, you know what? And that's a chance you take anytime you eat out. You don't know what those people might be bored. I know I used to work at the movie theater, and I think I told y'all the story, maybe on my show, about this drug dealer came into the movie theater. He was talking shit because our concession stand was closed. And we said, sir, we'll be back. We're closed. We can't give you any more popcorn. So when he went in, we scraped the popcorn off the floor and put Windex in it and put dirty dust.
We found
he ate it?
And I put butter on top, and
here's some nachos.
This shit is good.
Here's the nachos. Where do you taste the cheese?
When he came out, he was like, "This shit was nasty." I'm like, "I told you."
Pepper jack pubic hair.
I would never do that. That's disgusting, Claudia.
I was just 17 then. I was young.
Well, it's a lot of stuff that goes on in jail, but you would think that would be not
the least of your concern.
I'm telling you,
don't they like
sandwich?
Can I at least get some good quality meats?
I just want to know what he did with the peanut butter.
Ew.
And I thought, like, the guys that work in the cafeteria and the library, those guys are good guys, right?
Yeah, you have to work your way to be a trustee. You got to work your way up to be in the cafeteria. You get to the cafeteria off the chain.
But you have a lot of power, though, because you can. If there's anybody that your friend doesn't like, you can do all kinds of stuff to the food, huh?
I would know.
But no, when you working in the kitchen,
I got in the cafeteria, I was in charge of the cakes. They let me make the motherfucking cakes, and everybody laughing.
But
niggas make deals with you for the cakes.
That's what I'm saying. When you work in the kitchen, you do have a lot of power, but the deputies get mad at you because you put a little extra eggs or extra pancake on there.
TDP?
I ain't saying all that.
Are you kidding me?
What did you go to jail for, TDP? I really want to know.
I ain't gonna say all that.
You won't eat your cornbread?
No, because
I did work in the kitchen, so
you
I
sit
know
the
how
closest
it
to me. I need to know what your offense was.
No, it wasn't federal.
Oh, you must have been on good behavior if you made it to the kitchen.
Was it a
exactly.
Yeah, you got to. You got to.
Were you late paying your speeding ticket?
Nah.
Did you wear your shirt tied up to your stomach while you cooked?
Was it a violent crime?
No, it wasn't violent.
Did you eat your cornbread?
No.
Did you have a do-rag on?
I'm
Were
a
you
white
singing?
collar criminal.
Were
I'm
you
not
singing
no
musicals?
blue collar
You
criminal.
cheated your taxes?
If you let me talk, yeah, thank you.
Speaking of crime, this is another. Do the one about the robber that came back, Poetess. This is hysterical.
Well, this guy, him as a robbery suspect, he was arrested when he returned to the home of the victim that he robbed. He not only returned to her home, but he asked her out on a date.
Yeah, I thought she was kind of cute.
So this nigga robs her, and 2 hours later comes back to her crib to ask her on a date, and she recognized him as one of the guys who robbed her.
She liked him too.
Hey, lady, let me untie you.
She didn't like him too much because she called 911.
But she recognized, that this was the dude. She must have looked at him. Must have been kind of cool looking, and so she recognized. She probably gave the nigga the address.
If you weren't robbing me, I'd go out with you.
I always thought about that too.
Yeah.
No, well, if I'm guessing, but maybe he took her purse and got her ID.
Maybe something like that. Yeah.
It's nothing more offensive than someone breaking into your property, man.
No, they didn't break. He robbed her outside, I guess.
He
and
robbed
came
her
back.
and then showed up at her house.
He robbed her outside?
He robbed her and then showed up to her house 2 hours later and was arrested because she called 911.
Maybe she winked at him. You don't know what went down. Don't judge my man. Maybe
she's 20.
She probably had her diary in her purse. She's single and lonely. I don't know what was in her purse.
Looking for a man that's ambitious.
Thank you.
Has his own career.
That's me.
A go-getter. Big hands.
One day I'd like to be robbed and then someone come back to my home and ask me to marry him.
But all the things that she was looking for in a man, he's fit the bill. Like, nigga, that's me.
That's me.
But I have
Why let a robbery go to waste?
Thank you.
Well, I have been on some websites where there's tons of women that love reaching out to the guys in prison. There's websites set up for it, and there's a lot of girls that line up for it. So maybe he thought she.
Hey, ladies, you ain't got to line up. I'm free.
He took a penitentiary chance, as you would say.
What is
Yeah,
that?
but how much could he get off of, she probably didn't have much money.
That was
20.
When you steal someone's bag nowadays, what are you really getting?
She probably had 2 blame it tickets in her purse.
The free
Wanna
one.
go out?
Or she was sleeping on the air mattress. He was trying to hook her up.
Oh shit!
Never know.
You guys remember a few weeks ago we were talking about the runner that won the 800-meter world title last month.
The
lady
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
The lady dude.
Right. Well, her gender test results have come in, and they've leaked unofficially through a magazine, and they're saying that she has both organs, that she happens to be a hermaphrodite, and that she didn't have ovaries, but she did have testes that never dropped. So,
What bathroom do she go to?
So they didn't drop like an album? What do you mean?
What do you mean when you say drop?
They're up in her. They don't hang low like chain hang low song.
So they're in her vagina?
They're like
They're-
up in, yeah.
yeah, they're up.
They're like not raised.
It's
That's
like
why-
if somebody kicked you in your balls and kicked them up
Went up.
into your...
So they have to aim for his hat.
So wait, I'm confused. You're
She has a
saying
vagina, but
she has a vagina sitting there.
She
Right,
has
okay.
internal male testes, is what they're
inside,
saying.
she has an inner dude inside of her outer lady.
Yeah.
So it's no penis. So it's a vagina.
A vagina.
Does she have a clitoral? thing?
Yes.
She has that, and then
No ovaries.
No
so
ovaries.
She can't give birth.
So she
Right.
can't get
And she
birth.
probably doesn't have a period.
And because
Not a
she...
bad deal, actually.
And because she has...
What kind of bicycle did she buy as a kid? Did she have the handle, the sissy bar?
Well, you know what the sad part is that this magazine leaked the story before they even had an opportunity to talk to her herself. So she actually probably found out the results through the media, which...
Or him.
Shim.
Well, do you think Shim knew?
The
she's
doctor
18.
came home
I
and
don't
told
know.
the mama, it's a boy.
She's 18. Now,
She's
I wonder
18 years
That's
old.
sad, though.
I wonder if her grandmother is like that or if it's in her family.
No, because the grandmother couldn't. That's like something that starts with her and ends with her, because once you she doesn't have ovaries, so she can't reproduce.
she can't reproduce.
And she doesn't have semen, so she can't reproduce. So that's like an anomaly that happens. I studied birth defects when I was in school, and
What school did you go to?
Baldwin Wallace in Cleveland.
Bald
Ohio.
and what?
Baldwin Wallace. Very small
balls to the wall.
liberal arts school, and then I went to Long Island University in New York. But
Oh, that's right next to Negro State.
Exactly. It's close to Hofstra, but it's one little small part of a chromosome being gone will wreak so much havoc in a human being.
Wow.
So, she has some issues with her X and Y.
Wow. And now do you think... But
So
let me ask
do you think she knew that she had these...
Right,
Yeah,
that's
she
the
knows
question.
she has...
that she had
She
these
knew.
balls on her sugar walls?
well, if she didn't have ovaries, she probably didn't get her period.
Yeah, she
So-
probably didn't
so-
get her
She's
period.
not releasing an egg, she doesn't ovulate.
And but then they could have attributed that to her being athletic, because a lot of times I think women, when they're super athletic, they don't really have a cycle.
If you get your body fat really, really low, like for a woman, it's unhealthy. If your body fat's like under like 10%, you will stop having a period. You have to have a certain. I sound really smart. You have to have a certain amount of body fat to be able to have a period as a woman.
Well, she was actually.
Well, if that's the case, Jamarcus Russell for the Raiders should be bleeding right now. This nigga be going down the field with some Serena Williams ass.
Well, she was actually producing a lot of testosterone, but they say that even though that's the case, they're going to allow her to keep her medals because it wasn't a situation where she was
now
using
she got to
drugs.
wear a cup.
You know what's really was kind of sad about the whole thing? Because her sexuality wasn't questioned, she did a photo shoot. She did a cover of a magazine where they gave her a new Jerry curl and they put like some makeup on her.
And she just looked like she was in drag.
She just looked like a.
Wow.
She look like hits from the streets. Remember, dude?
She looked like one of 5 heartbeats.
Eddie Kane Jr.
Wow. So that's got to be tough though. As like 18-year-old girl, she's just a young girl,
but hey,
then
to
be thrown out on the world stage in the way that she has been thrown out there.
She's just trying to live her dream and be a runner. And Ludix, what do you think about
that?
this?
You can go wrong. You ain't got to wear
What if your daughter was a hermaphrodite?
Why you making so personal about his children like that?
I
know they're killing him on the inside. He already ain't getting no sex.
No, I'm not saying it to like dog you. It's not a joke, but I'm just saying you're the one that we go to when it comes to fatherhood and kids. So
well, I mean, the first thing you hope as a parent when you first find out is that your children are healthy. I mean, you go, the mother and the father hopefully are working together, getting their appointments together, and once you realize there is a problem, then you have to adjust as a parent and how you're going to deal with it. If your child, I mean, I know our first child was that we lost our first child because she had a tubal.
Respect.
So the
I
child
know you lost a child.
Yeah, our third child we lost. She didn't get enough brain in her oxygen. She only lived for 17 days.
She didn't get enough brain in her oxygen.
I mean, enough oxygen to her brain. What happened was my ex had a ruptured uterus.
Oh, wow.
And so it was during the birth. We sitting there monitoring it, and the uterus ruptured, and the baby fell inside. And then that's when she almost died. She lost blood, so they had to crash and pull her in and save her life and pull the baby out. And then, bam, next you know, the baby doesn't have any brain activity because there didn't enough air.
Wow.
So
I'm not going to tell none of my jokes.
I know.
This is like...
Because when you said about the first thing you wish for, that your baby be healthy, and I was thinking in my mind, really? Is that the first thing I really wish for when my child was born? I kind of really wish for a good-looking baby.
Wow, Johnny. So if you had a good-looking retard with one leg, you'd be cool with that?
Yeah.
Come on, Johnny.
I mean, I wanted a good-looking baby. I'm going to be honest with you.
You are crazy, Johnny Mack.
I think I took for granted it's going to be healthy, and I want a baby. I'm glad I had to piece this little ugly motherfucker. So the first thing I reached for, I wanted a good-looking baby. Because the baby came out, I seen all the fingers and toes, and the baby was crying off the tray. I'm like, cool. Then I had to
Did you pinch her?
No, I didn't pinch the baby. But I did pinch it when like later on in life when the motherfucker wouldn't stop crying. I have been known to pinch.
I don't know how you think pinching is gonna make a baby stop crying.
Well, what did the parents say? I'm gonna give you something to cry for.
It's called reverse psychology.
Yeah, they say you'll be thinking of something else. But no, we're fine. I mean, she's our
But
angel.
aren't you really glad, Lou, and anyone have children? Let's be honest, that your child, because I seen your daughter and your son, some good looking kids.
Oh yeah, we're really happy. They came out really beautiful. I mean, their mom did a great job of providing the beauty.
But what if they weren't good looking?
Then they'd be really have strong personalities.
I'm gonna put a piano in the crib.
I mean, that's what
right in the incubator gonna be a nice little baby grand piano. Like, you gonna need this, son.
The parents know. I want people to answer this question. Do parents know when their children are unattractive?
Oh yes, because you are. If you look.
But some people. I've seen people that think that really seem to support their kids, and the kid.
No, they know. Because when you have private conversations with, especially the dads.
I thought all parents think their kids are beautiful.
No, dads will call their daughters out and they know. Okay,
there's no way Flavor Flav parents say this motherfucker's gonna win a beauty
contest. The mother
contest.
looks just
they
like
said,
him.
bless his heart.
Her name is Slave.
Yeah, that's what
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But will you hold this baby for me?
I'm about to need to get your eyes checked.
But everybody, I mean, like you said, the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But the key is if you can't hold it long,
exactly.
You gotta look off.
Because I used to go to like little in the mall. You ever see the mall beauty pageants? And I have a really beautiful niece, and she would do the pageants, and she was beautiful. I do, right? But then there'd be some really unattractive babies. Like they look sickly, like the eyes kind of bulge out too much.
But he's smart. But bitch, you want to try Jeopardy?
Like Little Magic.
This ain't the place for you.
Yeah, I mean, look at some celebrities now. You know they were not really good-looking babies. Just think about certain celebrities.
Like who? Let's name some.
All right, I think Denzel was probably a funny-looking kid. When you look at his picture from the school with the Boy Scouts.
So you're saying he's handsome now?
No, I mean girls think he's handsome.
You said Denzel first.
You said Denzel.
You could have said Kadeem Hardison.
He looked good in Glory, though. He got whips.
Listen,
Yummy.
Denzel's a real good dad and a coach, and he likes sports. So that's,
And I have to say, we have some pretty flattering pictures of our very own Jamie Foxx rolling out there.
Yeah,
And his high
I
school
wasn't no
pics.
good-looking baby.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie had the Jerry curl working.
Jamie looked a little
we all
Jamie
had the
looked,
Jerry
he
curl.
looked goofy.
Yeah, now Jamie.
If you was back in those days,
No.
if you graduated any time in the 80s, we all had a Jerry curl.
I didn't have a curl.
No, I didn't have a curl.
What did you
80s.
have, Louis Dix? A conch?
Hysterical.
Oh,
What did
It's
they have?
burning. It's burning.
What did they have?
He had the Little Richard special.
Whatever they
It's
had in the
burning.
40s is what he had.
He had the Joe Louis-itis.
No, I had the
Cam
afro
Calloway.
like everybody. You had a curl, Mac?
Yeah, nigga, I had a California curl. that
A
I
shag,
twisted.
didn't you, Johnny Mac?
I had a shag. It was a whale tail because my hair was long. You know what I'm saying? I had the Jerry curl. I had the one coming down in the front like Prince. Because you know Prince was hot.
Lord.
You know, everybody know Prince was hot. And I had to put a little grease on there so it could stay right there. Because
Shouts out to Diamonds and Pearls.
my hair was unruly. I look just like Prince, nigga, from The Color Purple, nigga.
You wear the heels?
What's the Color Purple? He was the
Purple
Purple
Rain.
Rain.
Purple something.
The color
Man, it's the
purple.
same thing. It's the same color. Color Purple, Purple Rain. It's the
Speaking of
hair.
color purple, TDP, you almost purple. You didn't have a curl, did you?
Damn.
I had a curl.
Y'all niggas are
Johnny
pretty close
Mac,
to color.
y'all
Oh,
niggas the same color.
no. TDP has got a little rougher skin. You can tell I grew up with lotion.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
Wow.
One of y'all is ashy black and the other one's blacker than black. We're going to take a quick break and come back and find out. And we'll come back to Claudia. We'll come back and we can take a quick break and come back to Claudia, do a thing. You're looking beautiful today, Claudia. That lipstick
Radiant.
is really bringing out in your
Switch
teeth.
up. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Was your father a shark? He got some great white teeth. We'll be right back after this break.
What am I supposed to do? Y'all enjoying the show?
Did Nene show up yet, you guys?
Yo, we're back.
Queensbridge.
My man Nas is in. That's right there. If y'all ain't got a chance to get Nas way back in the day, the Illmatic album,
Come on now.
that nigga had rhymes, nigga. It wasn't none of this bullshit about my watch and clean on the inside, cream on the outside, nigga.
I wish Nas would go back to this. His first album was a instant
Illmatic.
classic.
Yeah.
Nas
man.
has evolved to a great lyricist.
Yeah, you know what? I like his latest album.
I'm not saying it's bad, but I really loved his first
Right,
album.
right.
His first album was a classic.
This right here, and I like this last. I like the one when he battled Jay-Z. Ether. Was that Ether?
Yeah.
When that nigga said, "I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book."
book.
I said, this nigga right here is gonna start a fist fight. We ain't got that no more. What do we wake up? I'll step up out of bed. Nigga, everybody get up out of bed. Nigga, that shit is terrible.
Get my swag on. Hey, but you know that song was killing it in Atlanta, though.
And nigga, it kills in the club, though. I jumped right out, too. Like, you know what? This nigga might make it.
Listen, I like lyrics just as much as the next 5% of New York. I'm just saying. But
I saw your video back in the day, Claudia. I saw Claudia got a tape. It's a VH1 tape. And nigga, she had her little outfit on, the little coveralls on.
Stonewash,
Acid wash with her name on the side.
it's that rapper with a microphone on it.
Nigga, she was doing the Running Man, the hammer, and everything in
Wow.
the motherfucker.
What video
And
was that, Claudia?
I had a little rap group back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I saw your little Facebook. Was it on
No.
Facebook?
You seen the picture, but you haven't seen the video.
You had a video.
Hold on, let's let Claudia swallow first.
Sorry, a little
Sorry
chocolate.
about that. Let me get on. Sorry.
Oh, Lewis.
Go ahead.
So you had some fish sticks in your mouth. You had some fish sticks.
It was a little bit bitter.
Hysterical.
Bitter party of one. Bitter party of
That
one.
nigga got
Your
stale
table's ready.
sperm. That nigga got the stale sperm. That shit been in there so long.
So back in the day, me and my girls, we had a little rap group. We used to do like little local talent shows just for fun. And we got into this competition. We had to write lyrics against like drug use and all that back in the day. And we won second place in the state, and we did a few shows. So we videotaped this one show.
So you've been like in the limelight, I ain't gonna say a
Yeah,
celebrity.
that wasn't no line. That was lime.
Shouts out to the Just Say No tour.
You've been popular all your life. You've never like been a star. You've been popular your whole life. You've been into.
I kind of got pushed. Like when I started running track, and like really, I was really good. My first track meet, I won. Like when my mother, she put me on a track team, and I started getting like a little bit like kind of known in my little area. But I was very, 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 very shy. Like she.
What did you run in track?
Yeah, I'm so tired of hearing about you. We gonna have to race. Somebody gonna have to race.
We can race. Or you know
Louis
what?
Diggs, not you. You'll pull a hamstring in the parking lot, nigga.
Can we get Marion Jones on the phone?
Yeah, that's what we should get.
I ran the 1, the 2,
And
the
the
4,
two.
and both relays, long jump, high jump, hurdles. I did everything. I was a sprinter.
Let me ask you this.
And check out, if you don't believe me, go to YouTube and type in Claudia Jordan races a horse.
Speaking of
What?
YouTube.
Yes, and you'll see me run against this horse. It's a dope little video.
It was really
The horse in front of Kmart?
It was really my horse Dick. She was running against.
No, it's crazy. We did 100 takes. They had 2 horses and only one of me, so the horse would have a break. I'm like, this bitch is drinking water. I'm over here dying.
Oh, you beat My Little Pony.
It was tough.
Let me ask you this, Claudia, and everybody else can weigh in this too, Poetess. The YouTube. I was unfortunate. Oh, before we get into that, I was watching the YouTube where Claudia pulled up about somebody that was on our show. Let me make this perfectly clear. We do not hire women or fire women that we can or cannot sleep with. Everybody here at the Foxxhole was already our friend. So if you was on the Foxxhole and for some unfortunate reason you were no longer here, it's not, she pulled up a YouTube video and said because this young lady didn't sleep with nobody, we fired her. That's not true. It is our policy. We don't mess with nobody we work with. We have interns here. There's females. There's people that's all around here. I don't have none of their phone numbers. I ain't never took them out for drinks or any of those things. We don't mix our business with pleasure. Right. Here at the Foxxhole, we run a strictly legitimate business.
Are you saying you would never have sex with me and still come back to the
but I've been knowing you since 97, so that's a different situation. Okay. If Claudia's here one day and she's not here the next day, it's not because I didn't get a chance to sleep with her. So let's not put that out. And people out there that's Twittering and all that other shit, what you call that, YouTube, you don't even know me. You don't know none of us. So to go out, me. So that's slander to go out and say those type of things about the people that work here, all professional. I love Louis Dix. I love TDP. I love Claudia. Me and Corey Holcomb have been friends since 98. Speedy. I love Speedy. I love Corey Holcomb. These are all my friends who I've been knowing since comedy days, since what? The 90s, Lou Dix?
Yeah.
TDP since the 90s?
Yes, sir.
We're all friends. So when you go on to YouTube, you hear all this other bullshit. I want the world to know those people don't know us. We don't flirt. Or we don't take none of these young ladies out. If somebody was here is no longer here, it's because we made a professional choice to bring in other people and hopefully do a better job. So I want to dispel that rumor. Jamie Foxx, Johnny Mack, TDP, Louis Dix are not trying to sleep with no female.
And they're not trying to sleep with each other.
At all.
But you know
Thank you, Poetess.
Well, I am trying. But it doesn't matter. Whoever that girl is that was on the YouTube.
Claudia.
And I'm gonna get to, she don't know us.
It came from the. You mean
that bitch that we heard at first that talked before that other girl? When you turn on your thing,
the little commentary.
Yeah, don't say her
girl
name.
That was
the girl when we pulled up on her YouTube and she made the little commentary that she's the realest bitch. That's why she got kicked off because she wasn't sleeping with nobody. We don't do that here. We're all professionals here. I don't need to sleep with nobody here. And whoever that girl is on the YouTube, bitch, you don't know us.
You YouTubing too much.
The girl when you click it on. So listen, I just hope
your mouth's too light.
No, I hope you find you guys on YouTube, you young people and some old people too. It's like the president said. You got to be careful because if you want to do something in your life that's above the YouTube, it's going to come back. When you apply for a job now, they go on your Facebook. They find out who you've been Twittering. You really got to control putting we used to call it putting your business in the street.
Right.
You got to control it. You know what? If you're nothing, work hard at being good at being nothing. But that 15 minutes you get by being naked on the YouTube is not going to make your career.
I have a question.
This career is not built for all of you all. Some of you are built to be fans. So be fans.
That's hysterical.
Honestly, man. I mean, really. Some of you are made to be fans.
Enjoy your popcorn, punk.
Right. Don't be sitting up there and try to be on our side of it. We worked hard. We're the ones that didn't make money and struggled. You all don't want that part. Y'all just want the money part.
And Claudia, you can test to this. To break into this business, so to be in TV, film, radio, or do a stand-up, or be a writer, anything in Hollywood, tell them how hard you had to work just to be Claudia Jordan in the videos or the Price is Right or the Deal or No Deal. This ain't no easy.
Well, people are quick to say, oh, why she got that? I can do that. I'm like, okay, you can probably do the job. No doubt about that. But can you do the 3 times a week on a Greyhound bus from Rhode Island to New York when it's raining, when it's snowing outside and getting doors shut in your face when they say, no, you're not right.
Right.
You have to go on 100 of those auditions before you finally get 3 callbacks and then you finally get that one job. They don't understand that part of the game.
Right.
And that's the part that nobody wants to do.
Right.
Nobody wants to have, I have, video where I was like at a photo shoot. I used to be in a singing group. I know that sounds impossible. I was just like to make.
You was the baritone.
I was. You know what? It was one of them groups where like the lead singer can sing, but she wasn't like she was kind of thick, so they wanted to throw 2 model chicks. I had no business being in a singing group, and I'll be the first one to admit that.
I'll be the second.
Okay, But I leave that shoot where it's all glamorous. It's all a lie. I go home, my lights is turned off, my gas is off.
Right.
So they don't understand. Like, there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into it. I didn't just show up and just reap the benefits.
Right.
There's all those days of sacrificing. Everybody's
Right.
going to Freak Nick and Spring Break, and you're like, I can't go. I got an audition tomorrow.
And for the auditioning world, imagine getting 299 no's just to get that one yes. My way back in the day,
speak for yourself.
I went
Speak for
and I
yourself.
auditioned for New Jersey Drive. It's about these 4 guys that were stealing cars or whatever. And I'm saying the dude told me, the casting director, I was too light skinned and I didn't look rough enough. I'm like, nigga, I used to steal cars, nigga.
Right.
Well,
You know what I mean? But I got told no. Imagine going out or auditioning or interviewing as a writer, and you know your material's top notch or whatever case may be, and you're getting told you can't even get in the door.
Right.
Even if we tease Lil Dix by being the warm up for these last some years, you know how hard it is.
And they do make
to
good
get
money.
they make great money.
Hey, man,
And I
listen,
just-
I stole a warm up job from Speedy. I was working on this TV show called Cuts, and I was the writer. And then I found out what they paid a warm up. The last 8 shows, I said, "Hey, Speedy, not gonna need you this week." And guess who did the last 8?
You
Johnny
did.
Mack did.
What were you going to say,
But
Poetess?
I was just going to say, you really have to love what you do in this business because there's so many ups and downs and it's so unstable. So you really have to have a real passion and love for what you do in the entertainment business. And I wanted to ask you, Lewis, you being in TV all these years, how do you feel about the whole reality show thing, taking over real actors' jobs and so on and so forth?
Well, I mean,
And you
it's-
too, Johnny
I've
Mack.
been working since '96.
Well, the thing is, I think it's like I said. I think you should definitely, if you get your break, that's what they call it, a break. Right now, I think all these breaks are being manufactured just because of caricatures, and it's just like
Right.
if there's an artist who works hard, does the work, that's fine. But when you get something like, and I'm sorry to say, it's like Atlanta Housewives. I watched it last night, and it was sad. And I know some people watch it and like it, but when every woman is assigned a gay guy, so he can be flamboyant and be goofy, and then the mother can talk ignorant, the nay mother, and then say her son needs to get an education, but she's not role modeling that herself.
Hysterical.
The father in the house is supposed to be the stepfather, doesn't talk at all, and this man looked like he was in the service, so he's been trained to do so. And then she has 2 gay men come over to do his hair, as opposed to sending him to a barber shop where he can learn to talk. And
They're
make him
in
talk.
Atlanta.
I don't care where they are. It's just enough is enough that we have too many images that we're just pouring down.
Let me ask
I
this.
mean, the Megan Fox girl, white girl too. They have a preview with her kissing a girl in this new movie.
Yeah.
And it was like 7:00 in the evening. I'm sitting there watching it, and kids are watching that. And Megan Fox might be cute on the white side. She needs some lip gloss. Her lips
She's
are
a pretty.
nasty.
No, she's a pretty.
She's a fine little white broad,
Yeah, for white
Whatever,
girls.
try
Oh,
to-
that was the one that was in
Transformers.
Well, first,
Let me ask you guys this: do we feel that it's a lack of talent being displayed? Because when I look at reality shows, I look at these cats that doesn't have any talent. Have anybody left a reality show and went on for fame and fortune?
I don't think it's a lack of talent. I think it's just a lack of talent that's been groomed.
Yeah. Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson.
She went from
She went from American
true.
Idol,
But
and
that-
she won an Oscar within
Yep.
2 years.
Yep.
But she can sing. But it's what I'm saying. She had a talent. She
Okay.
had worked on her
Right.
craft. She had sang. She just didn't
There
pop
are
up
people
and be
that
somebody's
are
mama.
There are people that are on reality shows that do have talent, but then there's also a lot of people that clutter it and pollute it that don't have any talent.
Thank you.
Go on television, act ignorant, but you know what? America consumes it, so they keep.
So
turning it
what
out.
are the chances? Say I'm watching I don't know, one of the TV reality shows. It's every fucking people got a reality show. What if you was auditioning? What are the chances those people coming out becoming actors and actresses or those type of people? I'm quite sure you're going on this reality show to become famous or to become popular. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I want to audition anybody from the Frankie and Nene show, whatever it is.
I think cream rises to the top. Okay.
Thank you.
And if you do
So
have
do shit.
No, it does, and then it sinks actually after a while, though. So yeah. So I feel like if you do have talent, eventually you're gonna get sifted out, and you'll get your chance. I.e., Jennifer Hudson, some other people. But
Would you do a reality show, Claudia?
I have. I was on Celebrity Apprentice, so that was a reality show, and I actually have something coming out on VH1. But it's all established people that already are in the business, and we're
Yeah, that was a different type of reality show.
it was. It was already people that have already kind of done their thing in the '80s, most of them. But it showed we did have to participate and show some kind of skill and talent and like try to create some events.
Right, but
and show
you
business.
came to the table with something.
I did.
mean, the Atlanta Housewives are coming to the table with borderline. I mean, abundance of ignorance. I mean, to where it's just it's like you putting too much out there. You know, the white girl, and then what's really funny, anytime you have a little black thing, the white person shoots up. Yeah, the white person to go off and be, as opposed other than an ugly New York girl.
877-2-106. 106 is the number to call in.
Yes, call in. They're just too old to be that ignorant. I don't mind young people being ignorant.
But are they being ignorant, or as Claudia says, there's a demand for this, or someone has to supply this? And is it the people on the reality shows are being ignorant, or is it us, the consumer, or the watcher? I don't know what the fuck we call it.
Listen. The fact of the matter is, reality television costs way less money to produce than a sitcom. You have Friends; those people making $1 million each. Okay, an episode. Oh, weekdays. Okay, they're not usually like that, but they get huge money. Right. A reality show, the whole budget for the whole week is like $400,000, and they, that's including they get people off the street who are just happy to be on television. They give them $1,500 a week.
So you're saying reality? The people that's on the reality show are not getting paid?
For the most part, they're making very little money.
What is very little?
Okay, after minimum to be on television is $700 an episode, okay? So the minimum to be on television would be what they're getting, and they're not even members of the union most of the time.
Wow. Right.
So these people, okay, Deal or No Deal was very inexpensive to produce. Okay, because the money came from the network, it didn't come from the production company, and that's why shows like that are so profitable to make. That's why you have more game shows coming out. You have more reality shows. You get people that have no credits.
I'm like Louis. Don't you think it's an abundance of this ignorance that's going around? I don't know much about.
It's called dumbing down America.
I'm watching them. I'm like Louis Days. They arguing, they fussing, and they fighting. There's motherfuckers trying to lose weight.
But we want to watch that. Like, you know how you always say, I want to see when things go bad.
And don't you think a lot of people may be able to relate to them? Like,
yeah, more so. Like, who are you gonna relate to more? Jennifer Aniston making $1 million a week in her like world, or one of the
or Neffy.
I'm going to relate.
But you'll know somebody like Neffy in your family.
I'm going to relate to Jennifer Aniston because I'm going to strive to be that person that can make that $1 million a week. I don't want to be the girl who's fucking fighting her mama or arguing with her mama, or as 5 of us as housewives, and I watch the show. All they fucking do is argue with each other.
And here's the thing,
bitch. Wait a minute, bitch. I'm like, whoa. I don't want to. And especially when we watch this shit on BET or. I don't like to see black folks like that. So we say we identify with them, but I also identify with the man is giving his mother a ride to the store, or to the man that's playing baseball with his son, or to the man who's taking his daughter out to the violin recital. We don't have to keep showing us as being stupid, ignorant, and we got a black president. I don't want to see these type of shows that depict black folks or being stepping fetcher, cooning and shit. I don't want to see 2 black women fucking fighting on TV.
But
and you know what? It seems like to me, I'm sorry, real quick. Black women, to me, are looking the absolute worst of anybody on reality television right now. We are looking the most buffoonish, the most ignorant, and the most dumb. That's why when I went on Celebrity Apprentice, I made it it was my purpose. I'm going on TV to show a way better side of black women. When people say, why don't you cuss out Melissa Rivers and Joan? As much as my inner Negro,
and I love that about you.
I had to take that L and say, for the bigger picture, I got to show these young girls there's a better way to be, and it's not going to be pointing my finger and snapping my neck.
And that's what I loved about you. When I watched the Celebrity Apprentice just because of you. Right. And I was so proud of you that you didn't do the things that they expect black folks to do. Because there's black folks out there, maybe not me, that's going to school to be engineers. And Clark is full of, we was in Atlanta, Clark and Morehouse and Spelman. It's a full of beautiful.
Spelman?
Hey, no, he couldn't spell, man. There's a lot of beautiful black people out there who's striving and doing the right thing. So we need to show blacks as its entirety. I don't identify, even when I'm coming from my background, I never was that dude on the street corner screaming and hollering, doing donuts. I never was that guy.
Right. But
I've never been that guy. Even whatever I might have did, it might have been against the law. I was never that dude, because what I do in public
you think your criminal activities with class.
Whatever I do brings a rapport on the rest of the black folks.
It does.
But the thing you keep in mind too is like, Poetess,
especially you go down and work at Sony, there's only 2 niggas down there.
Poetess said, well, maybe that they can relate to it more. I think we all can relate to different things. You can relate to it more. You can just relate to it and then relate to other stuff. Just like people say, keeping it real. Well, death is real. You don't want to keep doing that. So the bottom line is that, relate to it, but then relate to something else. Don't live that.
But why do I relate to the ignorance of America? Why do I not relate to, no matter what I did, every morning I gave my mother a hug and a kiss.
Right.
Every morning.
Well, I think you relate to what
every single day. Why can't we relate to that? Why can't we, even here at the Foxxhole, There was a time I wasn't doing good. My car had broke down recently. Speedy came by and picked me up. TDP gave me a ride to the crib. Claudia came by and picked me up. See, I can relate to the nice things, and that's keeping it real too.
Right.
So why do we think keeping it real is always some ghetto, nasty, horrifying, can't speak English type of shit?
Well, you kids just got to really watch yourself on that YouTube.
You make more of an impression when you argue. A lot of people don't know how to argue, and this is something I know I'm good at. You can argue with someone and get your point across. As soon as you start like raising your voice and screaming and fuck this and F that, the person is tuning you out anyways. You got to be clever in the way you pick your words, and you'll make more of an impression with people. And if we live that in our lives, we'll be better communicators. People will see that we're more intelligent than they initially may have thought we were. And people on television, they make complete buffoons and asses out of themselves, and it's embarrassing.
I want the listeners to call in to 8772-106-106 and weigh in on this topic. Do we relate to these reality shows that's making us look stupid? And if you're doing your thing in a reality show, that's your thing. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't make your money and do what you got to do. That's your thing. But I'm going with Poetess said. Do we in 2009 relate to this bullshit? No matter how ignorant and dumb I am, do I relate to these motherfucking girls fighting and screaming and cussing and, hey, bitch, do I relate?
But we've been around it, though. I know I've been around people like that.
Yeah, but you've been around a lot of people. You've been around doctors and lawyers and stuff. I mean, come on.
There you go, Lou Dick.
I mean, you've been around. I mean, so
the thing is, how do you want to be portrayed and remembered on this earth?
Right.
We got a call already. We got Christy from Chicago. What up, Christy?
Yamaguchi.
Hello.
Christy,
I love your show. Absolutely love it.
I love your voice. What's happening?
Thank you. Yeah, I think that I don't relate to what I see on reality TV, but I find that a lot of people do relate to that. I work in a jail, a boys' jail, and I see them, and they depict that behavior that they see on TV, that they see in, the videos and everything like this, and I think that it's pretty much sad, and I tell them every day, like, hey, this stuff is not real, go and be right. I try to be a positive role model for them, but I think that it's just so sad that there's no television shows, on mainstream TV that depicts African Americans in a good way. And I think that's just so sad. We just have all these reality TV shows with everybody showing their asses and acting, like buffoons, and it's very sad.
What about T.O. or Ray J show?
Why you start laughing, Poetess?
What about Ray J?
I mean, Ray J.
Definitely not. No.
Yeah, I mean,
But T.O. didn't act.
He didn't
act embarrassing. T.O. He wasn't embarrassing himself. He said some a couple corny things on there, but he carried himself pretty classy on the show. You got to say he did say some things I didn't like he doesn't sleep with women that don't wrap their hair at night. That to me implies a black woman. But he wasn't like VH.
Say that again.
T.O. made a statement on the show that offended some black women. He said, "I don't sleep with any women that have to wrap their hair in a scarf at night." So black women with our grade of hair, we have to wrap our hair at night so we doesn't look crazy in the morning. So that turn off a lot of
I wrap my hair. What are you talking about?
But I'm just saying, though, I will say that VH1 has said that they are trying to change the image of their show, their network, because it was very buffoonery, flavor of love, and they're trying to get more higher-end reality shows now.
Would you do it for the love of Ray J?
But Ray J didn't act an ass on the show. Those bitches did.
Well, Ray J is selling that.
But he
Ray
perpetuated the...
He got his check.
Yeah,
he made a lot of money on that show.
See, that's always the bottom line, though.
But that's what it's all about, because I made a lot of money.
But it's a step. You said if he does a little bit better than before, he did better than that sex tape, didn't he?
But I'm just saying, is that how we're gonna do it? I made a lot of money. What is a lot of money relative to what? Because you just said the girls on Friends was making $1 million an episode. So who was really making a lot of fucking money?
Let me ask you guys this: are the white reality shows that different than the black ones?
No, they trashy too.
They bad too.
Like the Kardashians, like the Osbournes.
Yeah, why even
like
the Kardashians?
Dog the Bounty Killer, Hunter.
I hate that motherfucker.
Why the Kardashians even in this world?
Let me tell you what happened to me.
Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
I was out one time. Nasty. The girl was a freak. She got
let me tell you about these motherfuckers.
She got peed on.
Well, I don't know. They all get peed on videos, don't they?
Let me tell you about the Kardashians.
Hysterical.
I'm out at this place called Firefly, and it closed down. We went down to this place called Sapphire. So it was me, Marcellus Wiley, my man Warren, and I was there with a couple of my broads there. And so this girl comes in. She came in with these cats, and it's one of the Kardashians, but I didn't know who she was.
Right.
So I'm introducing myself to the other two ladies, and then I said, "What's your name, love?" She said, "I don't tell my name." My hand was extended and everything. I don't say my name.
One of the Kardashians did that?
Yeah, she said, "I don't tell my name." I'm like, "Well, God damn, I'm sorry." I said, "Why you don't say your name?" "I just don't give out that type of information."
To you.
I said, "We know Jesus' name. Who are you?"
So what I did, I said, you know what? Fuck her. I just excluded.
Which one was
everybody? I don't know. Chloe. So I'm
big one?
I'm cracking. Yeah, the big tall. So I'm cracking
The big
jokes.
skinny one.
I'm cracking jokes, and I see her laugh, and I
skinny.
say, sweetheart, don't laugh at my jokes. I don't even know your name.
Hysterical.
You don't have the right to laugh at my jokes. Who are you? Well, I don't do that because I'm trying to protect my family, and I'm on a TV show. I said, sweetheart, I've never even seen your TV show.
She was at Jamie Foxx's house for one of his parties.
And then she said her name was Chloe, whatever the tall one name was. I said, who was that? From the Kardashian show. I said, bitch, did you think I watched that shit? She's a handsome young lady. Though.
See, that's what gets
I said,
me.
hey, bitch, I work with Tom Cruise and Will Smith,
That's what
and
I'm
I'm gonna go gaga over a Kardashian. So I hope that is her show still on.
But they go to Miami now. But that's my point. They actually believe that
they're
they're in the
stars.
same level as Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah,
come on.
Marilyn Monroe, hysterical. We got another phone call. We got Trouble from Tennessee. What up, Trouble?
What's going on, Foxxhole?
It's a girl.
Yes, I'm a girl.
Your name is Trouble?
Wow, here comes trouble.
Okay.
All right.
But you got to look at it. A lot of times, people would rather get on TV and act the fool just to say, "Hey, I'm on TV." You got to look at y'all little flunkies that y'all have in your in-studio people. They think that they're on the level of real celebrities. We've never heard of half of those girls that be on your shows.
What?
Good point.
You talking about Foxxhole?
Or you talking about Speedy
So,
Show?
like Shanae, Diamond Double D. Other than the porn stars, who are those chicks? We don't know them.
Well, they're
come on
working
with
their way up to be
attitudes.
porn stars. They just,
I'm just saying, they come on with attitudes and they come on and they act like asses, and we don't know who they are. These reality people, like New York. They did a show on her where they tried to find if she had talent, and they realized she didn't have any.
Wow.
You know what?
Get on TV and make an ass out of themselves to try to generate a little bit of fame for doing nothing than trying to actually be somebody and show that they do have common sense.
I agree with you.
What is your name again?
Trouble.
Trouble. I feel
Got
you.
a nice
Trouble.
voice. That's right.
I feel you because as someone who's actually put in a lot of work for a long time, when I see girls come along and think that ass and titties is enough to make them be relevant in the game or sucking some penis on a tape or whatever, I feel a little bit offended about, the girls that are out there that go to class, that are in acting class, that are taking their craft seriously, that are out there hustling, that are going on auditions, that are really working. But that's our society. They tend to reward the coonery, the ignorance, the slutty behavior.
Coonery.
People are getting coonery. I like that
I like
word.
that
I
word.
love that
I
word.
like that. That's a
love it.
Foxxhole word.
Coonish behavior. And it's like, but we got to stop supporting it. Like, I don't watch a lot of those shows that have been mentioned. I don't watch a lot of it anymore. I used to watch Flavor of Love and laugh at them, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm helping the ratings out. And if I don't want more of this trash to be on my television, I got to turn it off.
Right. But I'm going to say this here at the Foxxhole. There's no disrespect to nobody here at the Foxxhole. Once I see that you ain't got it, we will weed you the fuck out. And you will be calling like she said, Diamond Double D. What happened to her? You know what I'm saying?
Lewis got rid of her.
No, she stained herself.
Literally. I did it.
Well, you know what? She came out with a little bit of an attitude, and it was not necessary. Like, where do you get off having an attitude, a stank-ass attitude to people that are established in the business?
If it's don't stank.
And, Lewis and her went at it. And you know what? People are going to take this as me hating on her. And I'm not. Let's be clear. I'm just stating facts here. I don't like when women come on here with the stank-ass attitude. Earn your way. Earn your stripes. Imagine if the first time I came around you guys and came to Jamie's house and was at your barbecues, I came on with some shitty-ass attitude.
Well, we've been knowing you. I've been knowing you since '97.
And
so.
I've never been that way. And I never will be that way. You can't come and think of having an
So
ass.
let me ask you
enough.
this. Go ahead, Porter.
I was going to say the other thing is a lot of people that are out on the outside of the business, they think it's so easy by just looking from the outside. But once you do it and get inside, it's a whole different other thing. Because I remember when I was on radio in LA, we would have celebrity guests come in to DJ and they'd come in, but they wouldn't have a clue. They'd get behind the mic and freeze up. So a lot of this stuff is not as easy as a lot of people think it is.
And to Trouble, and I love your comments. What we do is we would give, I don't know if we audition people, and sometimes the people are pretty intriguing, and they come in, and then when they get on the microphone, to me what happens is they
The gun gets jammed?
Their gun gets jammed, but I'm gonna say this: women, to me, stop being women, and they start talking like me and TDP.
Right.
I think it's a big turnoff.
what I'm saying? I've dated women all across this country. I'm international house of pancakes. In the States, nigga, I'm a motherfucker. I just can't go out of the state. We talk about that later.
Right.
But I don't like for a girl to come on this show and start talking like me.
I do.
I'm like, hey, because you may be pretty, and I'm looking at you pretty, but then you start talking and all that, and fuck a nigga and the bitches and the fucking the month. I'm like, hey, pretty soon. Y'all gonna be tweeting Claudia and say, hey, what happened to so and so and so and so? Because here at the Foxxhole, we like talent. Yeah. Everybody in this room has talent abundantly. We can do more than just tell jokes. We're writers. We're actors. We're hosts, and we're models. And I'm not a model, but you are, Claudia. Yeah, and we do a gang of things. And we are, even though you hear us on the Foxxhole, I get up every morning and I write and I submit my shit to CBS, NBC, ABC, Sony, everybody else.
PBS.
And then that afternoon you get rejection letters from CBS, NBC, CBS, ABC, CBS.
Yep, because they wanted me to be on Baby Madness. And I said I reject that offer. That's a no deal.
Hysterical.
And they look at us at the Foxxhole, but we even here at the Foxxhole, we still pitching, we still selling, and we still got the same struggles as this other nigga down the street that's trying to make it. Right. It is a rough business. And if I see that you can't cut it here on the Foxxhole, they always look at me sideways. And then, I ain't saying I'm the bad guy, but I will go in and say, hey, people in charge, we don't need so-and-so.
And you know what I think?
I'm thinking about there about 2 or 3 people sitting at this table right now. Like, did we really need Lou Dix?
And you know what I think?
Lou Dix is here to stay.
A lot of times when people meet big,
because I think he got a pistol in his fucking fanny pack.
When people meet big time celebrities, like actual real established people, like a Jamie Foxx, like a Halle Berry, people say, or a Tom Cruise, they say they were really nice. You know why? Because paying your dues keeps you humble. Yes. These little one-hit wonders that come out of nowhere, get a little attention because they were in King magazine or a show or whatever magazine.
Oh, the magazine was in Smooth.
Yeah,
what about Giant?
But I'm just saying, I'm just using those as examples. You come out of nowhere and get that. You got a bunch of people filling your head up. That's inflated fame. It's not real. It's not real hard work. You're not a celebrity. You still have a ways to go. I think the struggle, the days when you don't know when you're going to eat again, you don't know when your next job is coming, keeps you humble. And when you do get those jobs, you like mad appreciative.
And shouts out to Shrimp Noodles.
And those people you named, I know some of those people. They are I never forget. I don't know if I can say his name, but
Halle Berry was so sweet.
I was going to go up to the Bay. I was going. We was doing Colette. I was going to go to the Bay. I was going to fly up there, and he said, "Have you ever took a cruise up to the Bay?" I'm like, "Nah, it take too long." He said, "Hey, you should take my yacht." So I'm like, "Oh shit!" I said, in my ear, I said, I'm trying to make a joke, like, "Ah, man, I don't know how to drive no yacht." He said, "I have a whole staff. They'll drive you up there."
Hilarious.
I'm like, nah, I just get Southwest, man. It's quick and easy. I didn't know how to accept it. Here was this man, multi-million-dollar superstar, offering me, lonely ass, half-ass, crook nigga Johnny Mack, his fucking yacht.
On a 3-hour tour.
And I couldn't swim. That's the main reason I was like, what this motherfucker go down? No,
and
I
you
can't
know
swim.
what would have happened if you got on that boat. Vin Rames would have been there cooking naked.
Oh, wow. But then you have these one-hit. You got these people that have one single out or one magazine cover, and they're like talking down to people, disrespectful. Okay, so your ass was in a video, so now you feeling yourself? Seriously, like, that's like the tip of the iceberg, really, in the big scheme of things. You can't feel yourself because you were blessed to get hired in a couple jobs.
I hate to quote the Bible, but I will.
No, you don't.
Christ said.
Yes, he did.
When Christ is walking through the city, and they was cleaning his feet, washing his feet, and they said, "No, we're supposed to do that for you, Lord. We're supposed to do that." And Christ said, "The greatest of them all shall be the least of them all." If you got all that talent, we've been out with Foxx.
Yeah.
He pays everybody bill. He limo us all in.
Pours drink down.
Look at us in Atlanta. How great was our hotel?
Shouts out to Lester Connor. Let us ride in the brand new stretch Lincoln.
Shout out to Lester Connor. Played NBA 13 years. And shout out to Henry Royal.
Henry Royal.
They took us down there and they flew us top notch. It was all in the game. And shout out to Poetess. She got a limo this time.
She knows a little inside between me and CJ.
And my man, they treated us like royalty. We was in a great hotel. Everything was A1. Wasn't no, hey, you little you, and I'm big me. Well, none of that. That's what happens when you're able to struggle.
Same hotel as Foxx.
Same hotel. Shout out to the groupies that came through. They thought they was going to his room and ended up in mine.
Can I just say what I enjoyed most was actually being face to face with our listeners. They're very in tune with our show. We got to mix and mingle with them. They know all of our little inside jokes. And it was just really, really nice to be able to connect to the people who listen to us every day.
Bought us drinks and everything. I love that. I love a person buy me a drink. We're going to go to the Bud Light Reed. Sorry, it's not you hitting that Poetess.
It's all right.
We're going to try.
Lewis didn't do too bad.
Quiet on the Yard, C. Murder is reading.
I was going to say Quiet on the Yard, the mustache is speaking.
Well, I am half.
That's not a mustache. That's a nose bang.
I am half Italian. Oh, you Lou Dix. Okay.
Mamma mia.
Go ahead, Claudia.
Fridays just got even better thanks to your friends from Bud Light and Bud Light Lime. Listeners 21 years of age and older now have the opportunity to visit the foxhole.young-america.com to answer the Bud Light question of the week. Submit an online entry and answer the question. You'll then have the chance to win beer for a year. We're legal. You heard that right. Bud Light and Bud Light Lime for an entire year. Winners will be selected each Friday through December 18th. Light and refreshing, Bud Light and Bud Light Lime enhance good times with friends, and if you're a lucky winner, you and your friend will have a reason to celebrate. So get up on your Bud Light and Bud Light Lime facts and visit the foxhole.young-america.com to have a chance to win beer for a year. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents except the California residents, 21 years or older. See official rules for details. Game ends December 17th, 2009.
It was pretty good.
Gosh, I'm telling you.
I didn't read it with any swag. I just was trying to.
Yeah, you just read it.
Just, straight up.
You did good.
Cool.
Basic read.
I can see how you do. I know you do well in your auditions.
I haven't auditioned in so long for anything.
Really? Not even for Put It in the Bag? You didn't audition for that?
No, I was in a club and DJ Clue was like, "Hey, Claudia, would you do a video?" I said, "How many stacks you paint?" He said, "A few." I said, "Okay, cool."
Hysterical.
Stacks.
Really?
A few thousand.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Hey, Poetess.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with Johnny Mack and I were sitting there looking at that one about the man
Enthusiasm.
buried in his car.
About what?
About the man buried in his car. The guy was buried in his car.
Read that, Porter. It was a man who died, and instead of being buried in a coffin, he was buried in his car. And it wasn't like he was in a Cadillac or a Rolls. This nigga buried in a 63. What was he buried in, Lou Dix?
Buried in a 1973 Pontiac Catalina.
What is that?
What is that?
I don't know, but I know if I get buried.
Lou, you don't know
was
what
it
no
overhauled?
Catalina is.
Hell no.
No, I like Chevy. I like 69 Nova.
So I'm going to pose this question to you, Claudia, TDP, Louis Diggs, and Portis. Say for some unfortunate reason you reached your untimely demise.
Died. Okay.
You like the way I say that? I don't want to say you died in a goddamn car crash. What car would you like to be, if it was possible, what car would you like to be buried in?
Something that was brand new and nowhere near paid off.
Like what?
I'm saying, like I want to just buy something and the next day I
Like
died.
you just got an Austin Martin. You ain't even got a payment
They
yet.
got you, motherfuckers. Something brand new, I would say. I don't know.
What about you, TDP? What would you like to be buried in?
Maybe a 64 Riviera or a 56 Bel Air.
56.
Oh,
What do those look like?
Oh,
That's the shit.
That's
Yeah?
the shit. Those
You'll see me in the next year. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
OG Portis. What kind of car would you want to be buried in a bong?
And Chica Chong's truck. Yeah.
You know
What would you like to be buried in, Portis?
Maybe no car in particular, but maybe a little herb be buried in my pocket or
That's
something.
not the car. What kind of car?
She can't focus off the weed. Take the focus off the weed.
I don't know. I guess a Mercedes.
A Mercedes?
Yeah.
With hemp seats.
Lou Dix.
It'd have to be a
Ice cream truck.
No, it's
Hysterical.
65 Mustang cream convertible.
Wow.
Wow, that's my
car, man.
I got a 65 Mustang.
I love that car, man.
64 and a half is the one, though.
I had a 64 and a half. Somebody stole it, but I had a 64 and a half.
You
And I got a
bad luck people
65.
stealing your
289.
shit.
If
Shout out
I
to
could be
Triton.
buried in any car, my greatest car, which is my next, because I get the old school cars, they become projects.
Oh, yeah.
Will be a 1973 Corvette Stingray with a 450 engine.
That sounds
And I
cool.
want you to leave the motherfucking running while they blowing me down to the ground.
With the teardrop back in on
Stop it! Just in case I get to go to heaven, Jesus be like, nice car, Johnny man.
it. Right. Now park it over there.
So you want Jesus?
I want to park it on the streets of gold and high five Jesus.
That's right.
I don't need the wings, Lord.
Funny.
I'm going to roll in this goddamn Corvette Stingray.
And you can
I
throw
have
the
a-
keys to Larry Lala.
I have a Twitter that's kind of
Fucking hysterical.
backtracking to what we were talking about earlier.
Okay, Twitter, because we're going to wrap up after this.
Oh, I don't know if you guys can do this real quick, but someone said, Kentucky's own said, Claudia, can the panel tell their worst celebrity encounter of arrogance or rude behavior?
I've never had any.
You never ran into any celebrities that were like arrogant or
Nah.
rude or crazy?
Nah.
No? TDP?
Oh.
I've never had no celebrity been rude.
Because we used to just gun celebrities down. So
all celebrities.
Yeah, Bill Bellamy.
Really?
Bill Bellamy.
He was
Yeah, the first time I ever met him a few years ago, he was pretty stuck on himself.
really?
Did he have his Vaseline on his lip at the time?
his lip gloss popping?
hysterical. painted by Earl Shine.
Lou Dick.
What about you, Lou Dick?
I'd have to say no. Most
You.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been the most arrogant to myself. Yeah,
Y'all don't
right.
understand. Back in the day, Lou Dick was the top comic in Los Angeles.
Asshole.
He was a whole ass. He
No,
was
I
shit
was
on.
not, man.
I heard you
I was
were,
Lou Dick.
Lewis.
I
I'm
was
sorry. As
very
much as
focused.
I love you now, but I did hear you
That
were.
comes off. Focus comes off as being an a-hole.
I've never ran across a celebrity because most times with comics and the average celebrity, I guess they'd be like uncomfortable around us because they were gonna bag on them or talk about their bad show or something.
Right.
So they really don't, be jerks to us. So I don't.
I told you mine was Martin Lawrence.
Well, what happened, Martin?
Yeah. Cause he we gotta go.
What did he do to you?
Okay. No, he tried to holler at me when I first came to LA, and then didn't go anywhere. And then he was like on some who else you gonna date? And then I saw him. I was on the red carpet. I was working for Foxx, working on the show called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was on the red carpet, and I was waiting in line to get his interview because it was Bad Boys 2, and I was like excited. I had a new producer. I was like really wanting to impress the show, and I was talking to Jerry Bruckheimer in the middle of the interview. He rolls up and was like, "Why are you talking to her? She's the worst one out here. I'll tell you about her later." Like trying to imply something, and I was like, "What?" And I couldn't go
How
hard.
did his voice go?
I like it. I like your laugh.
Get the stepping.
And and I'm like sitting there like, oh my God, like why are you so mean to me? Like I haven't seen him in years. You're still mad that we didn't go out? Seriously? So then my producer, I like teary-eyed because this is when I was like a little more sensitive, and my producer's like, don't ever let anybody talk to you like that. You go back. So he made me go back and still try to get the interview, and his publicist, some flaming guy, came up and was like, we're not going to give you an interview today. He went to everyone around me, even some guy who won some like college contest to like interview celebrities, everyone around me, and said no to you. And I was like, well, why not? Like, why can't I get an interview with him? And he said, we're not talking to Fox, but you just got done talking to another Fox affiliate right down. And I thought that was really rude because you can't be mad at someone if I mean, you're going to hold a grudge over something like that. I thought that was really silly. And I know I've mentioned him before. I didn't like him because of that. If we talk now, we could probably patch it up. But I thought that was really rude at the time. And I'm just trying to do my job and interview a celebrity so we can put you on our show.
I thought Martin Lawrence was mad cool the first time I met him.
Yep.
We was at the Comedy Store back in the day. We had the belly room. We was in the back
Upstairs.
Go up the little ramp back in the back, and I'm fresh, brand new, and I wasn't even living in LA. I was coming back and forth from the Bay trying to get my little comedy on. And this nigga had a T-shirt on, said Martin in the front, Lawrence in the back, leather gloves on. But when he got on that stage,
Murder.
that nigga killed.
Oh, that boy's
He used to
bad.
be funny.
Fucking paint was falling off the wall. I've never seen nobody, and I stepped to him and like, yo, my man, you incredible. I'm a brand new comic. I just got to LA. And that nigga told me, if you work hard, boy, if you work hard at being comedy, you can make it. I seen you before. I saw you. I was like going to the improv and shit. So I seen you before, man. You do a good job in comedy, but you need to let people take your time and let people laugh at your jokes. You just keep shooting them out. They ain't got no chance to laugh. I was like, oh my God.
Well, that's nice. He did that for you.
Shanae just gave me some motherfucking info.
Yeah, Martin's a talented man.
Shouts out to Marlon Lawrence. We used to play basketball out of Verdugo.
Yeah,
He's a cool dude.
Well, he was rude to me.
I've never had a celebrity been rude or anything to me. Ever.
He would have his boy call and be like, Martin wants to talk to you. And then I'd pick up the phone and be like, I saw you on BET. I saw you in a video. What do you think you're going to make it? Like, that was really rude. I'm like,
Because you're so beautiful, Claudia.
yeah, but so what?
I wish
Should
bad
that be
things
held-
on you, too.
But should that be held? I was nothing but nice and polite to him.
But Claudia, in my
It's
quiet
intimidating.
moments in my home, I really wish you'd fall off.
God damn it.
And that way I
Niggas
can have
got
some
to stop
shots.
being so sensitive.
I'm not being sensitive. I
No,
really
no,
wish
not
you'd
you.
fall off so I can get a shot at it. Because while you're in all your beauty and your splendor, I know I ain't got a chance. But
Shout out to Martin Lawrence. Come on the Foxxhole and let's patch his beef up. It's from 10 years ago.
Martin Lawrence is hysterical. What
Love
about you,
Martin
Lou Diggs?
Lawrence.
Anybody ever treated you like shit?
Yeah, the whole Foxxhole when I first came up here.
Well, we continue that tradition. We are
I'm about
continuing
keeping it
that.
real.
He's like, yeah, he's like,
Yeah,
Jamie.
I'm like, how you doing, Jamie? Yeah, whatever. Hey, let's go.
Niggas hysterical.
Oh, yeah.
Poetess, nobody?
Did we treat you bad, Lou?
Oh man,
Hell
yo,
yeah,
man,
we were
come
off,
on,
we
man.
were off.
I was like, hey, Jamie, thanks for letting me. Yeah, no problem, bro. And he go away. And then Johnny Mack, how you doing, Johnny? Hey, Louis Dix, yeah.
So you were like invisible, kind of.
Oh my God, you kidding, man?
We'll be talking about a party we about to go to. Everybody's going.
Right in front of
The
us.
Lou Diggs say, can I get some information? We're going to call you, Lou. Trust me.
Right. TDP texted me how to get to Jamie's house up into the 101 freeway. That was it.
Hey, nigga,
I'll meet you at the bottom of the hill.
pick an exit, nigga.
I have
You
to
got
say, though.
40 miles to
I have
go.
to say, Jamie Foxx is a pretty special cat. And I really mean that.
You ever get his real number?
No, on the serious tip. I mean, I mean, when you're one-on-one with Jamie, it's a different
He's great
conversation.
one-on-one, yes.
It's a different conversation because you can ask him real
Oh, wait a
questions. I mean, on the serious tip. I mean,
Who else treated you like
and
shit,
I respect
Claudia?
that about him.
He just cut his story off.
No, it's cool. I respect it about him.
We love Louis. Actually, I was afraid of Louis Dix because I knew how I used to spit the venom. Louis used to spit the venom back in the day. And at this time, nigga, I had maybe 11 minutes worth of material. So if I have anybody shit on my material, nigga, I'm through for the night. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have material. And Louis Dix would just come out and bump us. He's like, I'm going up before you. Like, whoa, my man. I've been waiting in line for 2 hours to go up. Yeah, I'm going up in front. I'm on a TV show. Like, it's just about he wasn't even on the show. He was like on Hanging Mr. Cooper, but he wasn't like a regular.
Hilarious.
See, man, a lot of people.
Wait, Lou. Do you remember the church comedy used to be on La Brea in Fairfield right there?
The church what?
Church comedy.
Yeah, I remember that.
I used to do the church comedy in there because, you got to be, universal. Louis Dix came up to me. He said, you funny, but you need to pull your pants up.
Hey, man.
We're going to start calling Louis the moral police.
He is. And like TDP said, he would just shit on you. I ain't have but 11 minutes. Then he'll just walk off. Leave you standing there looking stupid like, it's just a bitch.
Hey, man.
And when we were in Atlanta, when Claudia was talking about the boys at the table earlier, Louis go look over at the boys and say, "You gonna make it, but you other three ain't."
Yeah, because one boy prayed over his food.
One boy prayed over his food, and he go, "The rest of y'all ain't gonna make it."
That was my most proud moment in Atlanta. The little white boy came up. He was at the OK Corral eating and shit, whatever the name of that place. It was killing me. And the little white boy was unruly with his parents. He kept saying, "Sit down, Jimmy," and he'd get up and run around and shit. And we was leaving. He walked right past me, and I whispered in his ear, "You ain't gonna make it."
I will say,
I felt good about that. I don't know. I just shut down his hopes and dreams. I like that about myself.
I will say, all in all, though, most of the people that I've met that are celebrities have been gracious, have been wonderful, have been very nice. Like I said, Halle Berry and Tom Cruise and a lot of other people have been fantastic.
Halle Berry is so beautiful. Jesus Christ. Well, we got to wrap, man. It's been a great, informative show.
Oh, Bob Barker? I don't know about that.
I don't know if we should celebrate.
Shouts out to Joe Barry Carroll, Larry Drew.
Yeah.
Got to hang out with them guys out in Atlanta.
I don't know if we're supposed to celebrate 9/11, but, if you're out there doing your thing, be careful and remember this day because many Americans lost their lives unnecessary. Anybody lose their life is unnecessary. Any life that's taken is a life that's wasted. We don't need that. We need to embrace one another and be productive. We kid around here at the Foxxhole, but I love all these cats. I love Corey Holcomb, so they can stop the rumors.
C-Hope.
Corey Holcomb is my friend. Every time I get on any show, from NBC to, TV1 to VH1, I always recommend two people, Corey Holcomb and Chris Spencer. Those some funny cats. I love them cats. I love Corey Holcomb. That's my man. Well, sometimes pimps and players don't agree. That don't mean we hate each other and go to blows. We just see a different of opinion right now. But when we get off the air, we gave each other a pound. Godspeed each other. Corey Holcomb's my man. So what I'm saying this for, because I'm tired of these motherfuckers that don't know us on this YouTube faggot ass shit and this other Twitter shit.
YouTubing too much.
Yeah.
And shout out.
You're YouTubing too much.
And shout out to
your mouth's too light.
Shout out to Tangerine, my girl. She came back on Wednesday and did a great job. It was great to have her.
I love Tangerine.
Great
Tangerine is a friend of mine. I've been known for years.
And she's good people.
Shout out to Lou Dix who held it down on
and bring
Comedy
something
Corner.
to the table.
And shout out to Guy Black. Stevie Wonder called me. You're going to be back next year.
As soon as this album dropped.
Can I just say I'm hosting?
He said he'll see you next year.
I'm off to New York tonight. I'm gonna be out there for a couple days of Fashion Week.
You gonna fly tonight?
That's why I said I was like a little bit weird. And next Saturday after the fight in Vegas, I'll be hosting a party at Club Soulbury. That's 5285 D Martin Drive. So come out and hang with me after the fight.
That's in Vegas?
Vegas next Saturday after the fight. So come on down and hang with your girl.
Good. And next week topic's gonna be who you got. You got Mayweather. Oh, what's the other dude name? Morales.
I got Mayweather. It's a wrap.
I got Mayweather.
So make sure you tune in next week. We're going to take a poll and see who you got next week. You got
we
Mayweather.
We should make bets.
I don't know if you could do bets on the air. It might be illegal.
No, amongst us.
Okay, just blew a cover right there. Shout out to Henry Hill who snitched on the mob. Hey, thank you everybody. We're the Foxxhole. And shout out to my boy Jamie Foxx. Make sure you're out in those cities. Make sure you go down to Bmore and Baltimore at the Meriwether Post to go see the Blame It tour, Jamie Foxx.
That's right.
9/13th, he's in Philly at
With
Tower
me.
Theater with Poetess. Make sure you pump it up. Make sure you go out there. You're going to really love the show. It's an incredible show. There's some singing going on, some suits being worn. The fellas, the background dancers, is worth the price of admission.
Very sexy women.
Sexy as a motherfucker. I
Great
tried
bodies.
to put my DNA on their back while they was dancing. They need that, Claudia. I need to bring them down a little bit. Once again, shout out to the Foxxhole. Thank God for all our listeners. We love all you cats. We'll be in Dallas September the 26th.
25th.
The 25th. Make sure you come down to Dallas September the 25th. We're going to be out there. Call your friends. Come get it. Because on the next day, September the 26th, in Terrell, Texas, it's going to be the Jamie Foxx Day. Yo, we there. I'm out of here like Belvedere. What's cracking? Other than the crack of your ass.